This episode is brought to you by Coco Pod Club, a website dedicated to local podcasts that are made in the Philippines.
It's a podcast network.
Podcast network. Yeah. If you would like to check out more interesting podcasts, check out cocopod.club.
Hey guys, this podcast is brought to you by Dull Philippines.
No.
You want some pineapples?
Yeah.
I got your pineapples for you. Right here. Take it. Yeah.
We're not cutting this out, right?
Jesus, no!
This is gonna be hard. There's no... No.
So, what did you guys want to talk about? Like, a quick list of, like, is there anything you guys, like...
What?
Like,
Haven't you been doing good?
No, because, like, we're gonna talk... What? No, because for sure we're gonna... What is that?
Basketball.
Oh, okay. For sure we're gonna talk about ESGS. You guys want to talk about BlizzCon too? That kind of shit?
It's...
Not really.
It's not really. I don't
Okay,
know. I
so-
mean...
Mostly ESGS.
If you want to touch it.
Touch it.
I mean, no. Kasi... Kasi
Can we
nung...
just say how sexy
like-
Widowmaker
like-
looks?
Episode 2,
That's
we
it, that's
promised.
Yeah, we
Right.
promised,
We promised
the ESGS
the
episode.
ESGS
We don't have
episode.
to.
Yeah, I mean,
But it should be... It could be there.
it could have been clickbait.
Yeah.
That means
just
people
like-
listen to the last one.
Dude.
And if they get mad, we're like, awesome.
Gotcha.
What a sick
We
prank.
refuse to reward you for listening.
Let's beat them up.
That's a sick prank, beating people up. Welcome to episode 3 of Good Trades. I'm Emil.
And my name is Miguel.
And I'm also Migs. Hey.
And joining us today is also another guest. The same guest.
It's just me.
Introduce yourself, Raff,
It's me,
man.
Raffy Muscle.
Raffy Muscle.
Raffy Muscle
That's
is
a
that
new
This is
one.
the new season? Now with more hair?
Raffy Muscle. That's what. Oh, you can hear the crime outside.
Oh, dude.
Every
That's
time.
typecasting.
Every
dude.
fucking time.
Every
Yeah.
time we record, there's
There's
crime
always crime
happening.
It's
I
really
noticed
weird.
Last episode, like the sirens.
Dude,
Is this fucking? Am I
just-
watching like Luke Cage?
It wouldn't stop.
Right.
So, last episode, we promised we would talk about ESGS. What
Did
is
we?
ESGS?
Did we promise
We
it?
did, but we were too tired also to record after.
Dude, after ESGS, I was just so destroyed. Like, I had the yellow cap dinner, and then
Right.
my brain turned off.
Yeah.
I was ready to record, and then I ate, and then I just wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we should have just stick to coffee that time.
Yeah, we should have just sat in the coffee house, recorded, and then had dinner.
I also had a prior
That would've
dilemma
been
because
fun.
I thought my mom locked herself out.
Oh no!
So
Right.
I was like, I needed to go home, but I want to eat.
How
And then
did
she said that
How
she
did that pan
she
out?
broke in.
she broke?
Oh, dude.
Your mom broke into your house?
Your
Ow.
mom is the crime.
Oh,
Your
apparently-
mom is the
Yeah,
crime!
We're
dude.
gonna pick her up right now.
They're bringing her to the station. Apparently that's a really common issue here. So they have a locksmith downstairs.
Wait, in my head, it's a really common issue. Your mom getting locked out.
Just my mom.
Just your mom.
Or your mom breaking
Well-
in. It always happens. Like they're ready for it.
Just like her climbing through a window somewhere.
Any room.
She has the
Does it have to
handkerchief
be-
tied around her head, around her nose, like
Oh,
a Japanese
no.
burglar.
Like opposite.
Yeah, like half a side. Oh man. So, during ESGS, we weren't able to record, but now we're together. We're here. We're ready to talk about it. Good trades. We're with Raffy. He was there too.
Hey.
Very much was.
It's true.
There's
How-
a
so-
gif of me that he put.
Oh
I had no
yeah.
idea what's
I
happening.
made gifts of both of you.
Dude,
I
the
still
hot
don't
dog
have-
gif.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What is Touchbird? What is
Oh, yeah.
hashtag
I don't know
Touchbird?
what
I want to
fuck
know
this Touchbird
what
menace
Touchbird is.
It's your
Yeah.
favorite pastime, right?
Touchbird?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Is that like
That's a joke I
euphemism
thought.
for the baiting?
Or the hot dog
I-
that you were holding.
No, because
and
it is
the
a
bird.
known factoid about me that I love chili dogs. But Touchbird.
I thought you were about to say something else.
That could have been anything else.
And
they
The
love
lead up to
birds.
That was like that could have been birds. That could have been dogs.
Is this the coming out episode for the Disney Channel?
For people listening out there, there's a GIF floating around on the internet of me like holding a hot dog, like rotating it in front of my face, with Donna off screen also holding a hot dog, rotating it up to my face as the camera zooms in. So yeah. Oh man.
Those were chili dogs, Emil.
Oh,
Yeah,
they? Yeah,
those were hero
Yeah,
dogs.
those were hero
Oh,
dogs.
hero dogs.
So guys, how's ESGS? Who wants to start?
We can start day one.
Day one.
Like, where were
I
you
wasn't
guys?
there.
Oh, you were. Oh, you were
I was
there.
only there for like 10%.
Yeah.
dude, when I
I'll allow it.
like
My man.
Yeah.
my man.
Coverage.
Like I stayed at ESGS like to actually wait for you because I wanted to at least like hang out with you a bit. But then like when you got there,
Super late.
I got super tired and I was like, Miguel's here. Okay, mission accomplished. Bye, man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
thank
what
you,
happened.
friend.
Then
I
Jason's
did
like,
it.
Oh man. So how was day one for you guys?
I can't remember.
Well, we can
I
start with.
bought a PlayStation t-shirt.
It's been a week.
Yeah, we can
Has
start.
been a week.
I think.
can't remember. It's all just a blur to me.
Dude.
I think one of the first things that happened is that we met at the cafe and started doing rounds,
Oh yeah.
and then we kind of met with Robert and from Ungeek, Jason from GG, and the whole gang. I think we saw Raffy afterwards, and we just kind of just circle around the venue, trying to check out, like trying to scope out the place. Then afterwards, we tried to play the games, and I don't know what kind of what games did you guys get to play during day one?
Day one, no.
Day one,
Day
really?
one, I just walked around.
Zero?
Honestly, zero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get to
Mostly,
play.
I just scoped
Oh.
out the place. Yeah.
I did get to play Botanic, the newest.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Bayani, kanino ka kakampi?
Yeah.
By Ranita Games,
Mm.
or Ranita Studios.
Is that the fighting?
It's
Yes.
the
Is that
Yeah.
the fighting?
It's the fighting games with the Pinoy heroes
Mm-hmm.
who have been drastically reimagined.
Really?
Remastered.
Like, how different is it from the original build we saw?
Like Antonio Luna is a big burly man with a giant paddle.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
Right?
he
And he's a
Yeah.
grappler.
Okay. I
Huh.
can get behind that.
Naturally, I gravitated to him.
Of course.
Yeah, I think the character that I remember seeing during the weekend was Magellan.
Oh
He
yeah.
was this big
Yeah,
guy
I
with
saw that one.
like a knight,
Like-
like
Wait.
Have you,
He has
if you
a
guys
an
ever
armor.
played
Mhm.
Chrono Cross? There's a Biggs
Yes.
and Wedge archetype character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Pepper's
him.
the short, fat guy with the gold armor and 2 axes.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Magellan.
yeah, that's
Oh,
Magellan.
okay.
But he has like
But he's, like,
curly.
bigger.
Yeah, and has a very like a very majestic mustache.
Yeah, and a
Mustache.
really thin neck.
Yeah.
Oh, like I was about to ask, since you guys mentioned Magellan, is that why there was like a naked Magellan cosplayer just like roaming around all 3 days?
No.
Or was he for a different booth?
Probably.
It's probably
something
from
else.
Vain
Speaking of
Glory?
Lapu Lapu,
Oh yeah,
Lapu
that
Lapu.
guy's a Lapu Lapu cosplayer.
because historically Magellan's not naked.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
yeah, man.
He's-
You're right.
He's got
He's
an
from
armor.
Portugal.
Oh,
Sure.
shit.
I think you remember history wrong.
I
Dude,
got it wrong.
he has-
Magellan's the
he has
Spaniard.
standards.
121.
Oh, I'm such a bad Filipino.
Oh, we're revoking your
What,
citizenship.
were-
You're
what
out of
scores
here.
did you get in AP class?
Dude, really bad.
Oh
Or you
no.
could have been watching the porn parody of Lapu Lapu
No.
versus Magellan, where they're both naked.
Oh man, I love how before
You were so diverse back then. Wow. Progression.
No, because like I was super confused as to why this Lapu Lapu man was like walking around the con. But mostly
never
whenever I
saw
saw
that,
him, he was in
actually.
front of MVC, and I was like,
No,
why?
that's not. Is that
Is
Lapu Lapu Man?
Heroes,
Vainglory or is that
Heroes Evolved or
Evolved, I
Not
think.
that even. Like the Globe booth.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Mobile
Mobile
Legends.
Legends.
He's a
Okay.
character. Lapu Lapu's a character.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Lapu Lapu's a character in Mobile
Yeah.
Legends?
The actual Lapu Lapu.
Like,
Actual
Actual
Hero.
historical Lapu
Historical
Lapu.
Uy, Pinoy Pride.
Not even,
PH.
not even like a design inspired by Lapu Lapu. Straight up Lapu Lapu.
Straight up Lapu Lapu. His
Like-
name is Lapu Lapu.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Because I was super.
Maybe they based it off fish. You don't know. There's no copyright to that.
Crispy.
TM.
No, because like throughout the whole event, I was super confused because Radio show radio.
It's basically the intro. Good trades.
Good
Sorry.
trades.
Are we
Intro.
supposed to start now?
Oh, welcome to another episode.
Oh man, I forgot that I'm on night shift.
No,
today.
dude,
It's
dude.
fine. It's fine.
This is the level of professionalism people come to expect.
No.
Baseline 0.
Baseline 0.
And we get higher from there.
Dude, can't go anywhere else but up.
Can't wait for that Dole sponsorship now.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, what if
wait.
it's true? What if it happened?
No, it'll only
Either
happen
way.
once we record the podcast outside the test kitchen.
They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
Ginagawa niyo dito.
Boss, dito po yung mga content creators.
there's like a little pile of content creators huddled in the corner.
Oh no, in jokes.
You know what?
Oh man, it's so funny.
I'm trying to kind of remember what happened there, but I was just with Sid and Chi.
No, Sid and G.
Yeah,
GGG. Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch.com/GGG.
Yeah, and we
If you
were.
didn't say that, I was gonna say Final Fantasy Sid.
Oh
Which
yeah,
one?
Final
Oh,
Fantasy.
but yeah,
Sid.
but basically we were lining up for the Final Fantasy 15
Fishing game.
Monster in the Deep
Mhm.
VR demo.
That was day one.
And yeah, in day one, I was there in the line, so I have nothing better to do but to
Right.
shoot some B-roll while I was
B-roll.
standing
Bro.
in the line.
Mhm.
When suddenly, this
Oh, this is where the thuggery.
yeah,
Oh, that's when you
this
shot the
thuggery
thuggery.
happened. Yeah, so basically Rob. Oh, actually no, this perp, this John Doe, appeared out of nowhere, tried to
His
swipe.
name is unknown.
Yeah.
Rob Doe.
Unknown.
So he just appeared out of nowhere in my frame.
Yeah.
And tries to kind of swipe someone's camera.
Oh man.
But no, I mean it's just a story I kind of
It
created.
was
But
the droid
basically
he was
it's just,
looking for.
it's just trying to kind of playfully
Bat someone.
bat someone.
No, he was out for assault.
Dude.
You can see it.
You could see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
The body language.
He's mugging someone.
Dude.
Like it was
Straight
supposed to
up
be a
mugging
tap
him.
on the shoulder, but he was gonna steal his money.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's true. Yeah,
You could see it.
You can see the misdirection.
Dude just staring at it, you could feel the killing intent.
The layup na lang eh.
killing it. But yeah, so basically
was
that
out for
happened,
blood.
and I only noticed it when I was actually trying to sort out the videos and the video dump in my computer, and I kind of just played it out to look, maybe I could probably make some content with this stuff. So I set it to black and white.
Yeah, you made it look like some CCTV.
Yeah,
footage,
and then try to actually just
Really
record it
low
with my
CCTV.
phone to make it a bit more grainy.
Is
and-
this CCTV on a tripod?
Yeah.
It's like it's fucking waist level.
But yeah, so the thing that you guys saw
Yeah.
on the Facebooks and Instagram, that's just 30 seconds of what I've been blabbering
Oh my
about for
God.
2 whole
seriously?
minutes.
Seriously?
So that's just
Oh,
that's
no.
2 whole minutes of video.
2 whole minutes of
Enhance.
Of
violence.
Enhance.
Yeah. No, two whole minutes of going back and forth to the action,
Oh,
frame
really?
by frame,
Oh,
analyzing
dude.
what happened.
What the fuck?
I hope you put the extra effort to put fake.
Like Dateline
Items.
theme music, like
Or suddenly just Photoshop a gun in the frame.
Like a poorly photoshopped.
Oh man.
man.
Fake news.
Robert Yatko from ungeek.ph.
Who?
But yeah, that's
John
one.
Doe?
That's one game I played. Final
Monster of the
Fantasy,
Deep,
Monster of the
right.
Deep. Yeah,
The fishing game.
fishing
The
game.
fishing
It's
game.
very fun. Like
Mhm.
mechanics wise, it's very.
It's
It's
pretty
not
basic.
perfect, but it's responsive enough to be a fishing game.
Yeah, that's what I would call it. Because I got to play that on day 3 when we got in early
Mhm.
to get some a chance to just play any game on the PlayStation booth without having to wait in line.
Yeah.
So that's the first game I tackled, and there was already 2 people or 1 person in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that it's really responsive, but it's a bit simplistic in what you do.
Yeah.
Because you press a button to quote unquote scan the sea with your weird Radio Shack device.
Yeah, it's very
And then you
high
see
tech.
Seal fishing.
Right.
Just like
See
real
them through the
fishing.
water,
Real
right?
fishing.
Glowing.
Yeah.
And
That-
then you can see them through the water, right? You see the
Uh-huh.
outline of the fish. But
That's
it
how
also-
predators fish.
Yeah. As long as you don't move.
Yeah.
The predator can't see you.
Oh no.
More fake lore.
So, but once you see the fish, the game gives you circles in the lake or the pond.
Mhm.
As to
Ripples?
only where it's a glowing circle.
Oh,
like,
okay,
Like a
okay.
You can
sonar.
only fish here or
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the fish
here. So
zone.
if you miss, you have to
Oh,
throw your
recast
line.
again.
Yeah.
Recast
oh,
again.
man. Fish zones.
And then once it lands in the circle, instant bite.
During day 3 naman, in the same demo, I was able to catch my friend trying out the game, and he caught a fish behind a rock,
Right. I
and
know
it
that
kind
area.
of janked out a bit.
Oh no.
Oh.
So
in what way?
did the
he's-
fish absorb the
he's
rock?
trying to reel in
But
the
it's clipping
fish.
through the rock.
Yeah, but it's clipping to the rock,
That's
so
fine.
he's
That's
trying to
interesting.
kind
That's
of
alright.
move it to the right a little bit before it kind of
Oh, he got stuck on the
repositioned.
rock, so you have
Yeah.
to make him go around it.
Poor
So it's
fish.
really
Yeah, it's fine.
Can you imagine the fish just
eating
Scraping
shit
on a rock.
Yeah, that's true.
The worst
Fuck.
fisherman.
And he just wanted to eat, right?
Dude.
That's how you weaken it, right?
Yep.
You bash it on a rock.
Dude. Advanced techniques.
I bet the ants some form of animated
You know what? That would
already.
be a useful technique in real life.
Dude, I bet
I
Grander
just-
Musashi did it at least once.
I was gonna make a grander massage.
I gotcha.
What about the other VR games? Have you guys tried anything?
Fucking Monster
Oh,
of the
Jesus.
Deep, like the boss fight. I was
Yeah.
expecting you to actually reel in
Oh no.
the giant fish, but no, it gives you like this one-handed crossbow.
Yeah, a
No,
harpoon.
Unlimited
Really?
shots.
You didn't even reach the final boss, right, mate?
Yeah, I did on the third day. when I
Oh, on the
tried
third
to-
day.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
distinctly remember on the first day you were like, Emil, I tried out the fishing game. I didn't reach the final boss,
Yeah.
but I'm so happy.
I am so happy.
Wait, there's a final boss?
There was.
Yeah, it's the fishing
Yeah.
game.
Sort of,
No,
right.
I think that's one of the longest demos in the in the VR
Dude,
section.
that line was long.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
really.
because it doesn't take much to reach the boss fight
Mhm.
or to quote unquote end the demo.
Uh-huh.
It's like catch X amount value of fish. I think because the bigger the fish, the higher the value.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you catch enough, Prompto's like, oh, hey, let's take a photo of you, bro.
Oh.
Then it cuts to the PS4 camera with you wearing the headset. And it takes a photo of you.
You always look cool doing that.
Super, right?
That's what you want.
Especially when the assistant is trying to take it off your face.
Oh, man.
Because the funny part is they swap, at least when I played it, they swap how you tackle the demo. So when you put it on, straight up boss fight, and then you fish.
Okay, that's
So
interesting.
it's weird.
Yeah.
So like
Interesting.
when it cuts to the awkward camera shot, sir, tapos na po, and like, no. You can see yourself getting, assaulted by the PlayStation.
Weird.
Dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the crossbow with unlimited shots, it's alright, it's responsive, but yeah, it's
You,
kind of...
you didn't want to tackle the final fish boss like that.
And like he lunges at you, but if you shoot him, his hitbox disappears, so he just like clips through you and goes away.
Like, I thought it would be like a punchy, like punch the fish.
Oh, I thought you would fucking have to fish him in, you
Oh,
know?
Yeah, you got it.
yeah, that's good too. Or why not both? Reel him in,
Right,
then
and
punch
then
him.
Punch
shoot
him.
magic and shit.
Oh.
Then
Like,
fucking bash him on the rock.
yeah, of course.
Weaken the fish.
But like it loads a completely different area just for the boss fight. It just like
Yeah.
flops around like shoot me.
It's like real boss.
Right. I
Mm-hmm.
mean it's cool when you catch him in midair and he eats shit, but
Oh.
if that's the full game, like
Well, most of these VR experiences are like super constrained into this one inane activity, right? Yeah. I think that's the true limitation of like VR these days. Like I think the only one that like fully did a game talaga is like
RE7.
Yeah. RE7's the only one that's had the balls to do a complete game.
Which is like not even I wouldn't even say it's a true VR game.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's a camera mod.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is a camera
You
mod.
still use a controller.
You know what I would want for PlayStation to showcase in the VR section?
What?
Summer
Summer
break.
Summer
Lesson.
lesson.
Yeah, summer lesson.
Yeah.
That's not out yet in English, right?
It's
What's
out.
that?
I think
It's
it's
I
out
think it
now.
is. I think
Yeah.
it is.
Come on, bad
And
guy.
like for a VR game, that's a complete VR game.
But
like it-
how would you demo that in a short span of time?
that's
Without
true.
creaming your
And
pants.
not being allowed to stand up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would stand up
I would
and
stand
like,
up.
start
I would
looking around.
bend in and
Oh.
try to do that thing.
But it would fade to black. If you
Yeah.
Dude, it
it's like-
would.
Alright, let me stop you right there. Like,
Okay,
all
Raffy.
these, I tried to use the context clues to figure out what the fuck someone was.
Oh.
So the audience
sorry, I'm
like
sorry.
who don't know and confused as fuck like me. What is summer lesson?
Okay.
Why do you have to bend?
Okay.
And what's going on?
Okay, Summer Lesson is this VR game where you're
You're a tutor.
yes, you are a tutor to this
Alright.
high school girl.
Seems safe so far.
Right.
Really?
And basically, the whole VR experience is you hang out with her, you teach her stuff, and she like gets in your face, like she goes
Oh.
near you.
She likes
that,
you.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
And then there's DLC where you're tackling a blonde American girl.
What?
Yeah,
What?
there's a second girl
It's basically just like the visual novel experience, but in VR.
without the porn.
Without the porn. Also,
Interesting.
like the whole bending thing, because like one of the first things people did when Summer Lesson came out was try to look up the girl's skirt.
Of course.
Hey.
Yeah.
So when people bend, the camera just fades to black, like you fucking just had a stroke. Yeah.
Or you went into the void.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You go into the void.
Gotcha, perv.
Yeah, that is what Summer Lesson is, and we are disappointed it was not being demoed.
Yeah. No, for real.
I'm disappointed that the Final Fantasy VR trailer the initial one where it's Cindy driving the car and you're on the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Because you see those scenes from TGS where people straight up stand up and get their face in between her boobs.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember there was a VR section where you kind of used Prompto's pistols, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
And that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Like it became a fishing game for some reason.
Man, you know, my main concern when it comes to VR demos on show floors is like, how do they sanitize the fucking
Wipes.
Really?
Yeah, there is.
Just wipes?
Yep.
Because like,
Wet wipes if it's more
fine.
sanitized.
no, yeah, because like my biggest fear when it comes to VR demos is catching the pink eye.
Oh yeah, I think that's everything in every show floor.
Yeah. I mean, fucking con flu, right?
But the PSVR is a lot lighter than the other two.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And it has a looser fit.
So
Yeah.
it's cleaner, easier to clean,
The
yeah?
HTC Vive, that thing, you have to have a professional man set that up for you.
That thing locks into place.
Right.
Yeah.
It has like a...
come when you buy the
It
HTC.
does. Oh yeah, the
Like the
professional
man.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to grow one.
You have
You
to
have to
become
groom
the
one.
professional
And
man.
You have to train the
Right.
professional man.
But like that has a ton of Velcro straps and all that.
Yeah, it looks complicated.
And the wire that goes all the way to the back.
Yeah, plus the HTC Vive is like room scale, right?
Yeah,
so
it
you
has
have
the
to set up
sensors
more
too,
shit. Yeah.
which you have to measure.
Mm-hmm,
And then the Oculus is like the midpoint where it's heavier because of the higher res screens, and you can swap out lenses for that. Plus, like the straps are also really annoying to fiddle with.
Yeah.
Man,
The PSVR, you just put it on, and
and you're done.
you
Yeah.
can adjust the visor to go forward or back.
Yeah, the sensor.
So it's not a snug fit, but like it's comfy enough.
And the
easier.
only like point of reference is it needs is the PlayStation sensor, right? Is
Yep,
it?
the PlayStation Eye.
the PlayStation
yeah.
camera.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It tracks the
Mhm.
lights.
Tracks the
on
lights.
in front of the.
Guess that's one of the reasons why it outsold the two
Ease of
VR
use.
machines.
Ease
Yeah.
of use for sure.
It's-
ease of use, but it's only available on one system.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it's
the
true.
limitation.
Ease of use,
At least it has-
sacrificing accessibility.
But it is also still the cheapest VR headset out there.
yeah.
You know, like I'm really happy that VR had a strong presence on the show floor.
I thought
But
you were gonna say VR had a stroke for some reason.
but like my main the thing I'm thinking about now is like, remember when we were all so excited about VR and like VR was like the big thing and like everyone was going nuts about the VR, and now
You mean 1996?
no.
When the virtual boy was announced.
because after that, I became a lot more cynical.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like when the VR thing was popping off, like
The 2 or 3
when was
years
it?
ago.
2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Everyone was hopeful and shit like that. And now I'm glad there's still a presence, but
Yeah.
you guys think it has a future?
Or it has a niche crowd. I mean, if I have the chance to actually buy one VR setup.
If someone would like to send us money to
Oh no,
VR,
Dole.
you can hear us, Dole.
HTC, what's up, man?
send it over to
Yeah.
our insert.
But yeah,
email
if ever I
to-
had a VR headset, I'd probably like use it for driving games or cockpit.
Actually, that
space.
sounds good. So you
Yeah,
can actually
dude.
physically look
Like,
around.
that's the only.
I'd be game for that.
Like
Look
that's the
at
only
your rearview mirror.
rational
Right.
like genre that I can think of that would really work well with VR.
Yeah, it would benefit like a ton.
Yeah, because if you're gonna play VR games while standing, it's just I don't know how you could
I think it depends on the
play
game.
something.
I did not strap into
Like-
a video game
like-
to stand.
Can you imagine one whole game that's dedicated to that kind of way of playing VR?
Like standing
up and having something to shoot at.
No, I can only imagine it in short bursts, but not a long ass game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it kind of does make sense if you're like, for example, playing Gran Turismo Sport or
Like you're sitting in a chair.
yeah, or
it feels correct.
or Elite Dangerous
Mhm.
or No Man's probably not No Man's Sky, but something like Star Citizen. So most of it are just cockpit based
Mhm.
games that would be very like it would benefit
Mhm.
for you to use VR with.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I know a game where you stand up. It's
What?
called Wii Sports.
That's true, but it's like short bursts
yeah.
and shit. I mean, like, I think what
Yeah.
he's talking
Wii
about
Tennis
is like,
is really good.
it is really good. Oh man.
Oh, you know what I want? Like ping pong from Rockstar to have a VR version, or
pong.
kahit yung move lang,
I think that's a bit too intense for that. That game is pretty.
or kahit
legit.
move lang, diba? Like with that one, it would the vapes.
Big niche.
Big dish.
Vape niche.
Where's
If
the
you would
VR?
like to sponsor us so that we could all have vapes, send it over. I
To
don't know.
Dole Philippines.
Come on, Dole.
The pineapple
Everything.
vape.
Pineapple.
Dude,
Pineapple blood.
Dole VR, let's go.
Dude, I would like a pineapple flavored vape juice.
Dude, I would love a Dole branded VR experience.
A pineapple shaped
Like a pineapple
vape mod.
shaped vape.
Pineapple
Dude.
simulator.
Yeah.
Pineapple simulator.
The Dark Souls of fruits.
Oh no.
It's just a pineapple
Oh, yeah.
floating in space.
Then you gotta take out the cores and shit.
Right.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I remember
It has spikes, so it hurts you.
Dude,
Yeah.
those eyes. Why did they call it eyes? Those are
It's
spikes.
super scary.
I remember posting a while ago a post from Animals in Predicaments of this dog trying to eat
By the
a
pineapple.
Yeah.
I saw that one. I saw
Poor
that
doggy.
one. Poor dog.
So
Yeah.
stupid.
He looks the eyes of
Defeated.
regret.
Yeah, the eyes for regret.
Oh man, so that was the VR stuff from ESGS. You guys do
That
anything
was
else
one
on
of the
day one?
VR stuff.
Yeah, it's one of the
them.
VR stuff.
Fucking Bravo team was broken as shit.
Bravo.
Oh, you-
So bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get into it like right now because it doesn't deserve all this
No,
stuff.
I
It is
think-
really shitty.
I think you were right because the problem with Bravo Team is it's a cover shooter, like
Mhm.
Time Crisis. But
Mm.
to get out of cover, you have to press a button. It's not like you physically
Oh,
stand.
It doesn't
You
feel
don't
need
good.
to-
So the problem is like the gun ends up, like say you're hiding behind a car door,
Mhm.
and you
Uh-huh.
try to stand up.
Oh, it'll clip through everything. What?
But yeah, since people with different heights and stuff are
Ah.
playing the game, the game can't calibrate like the type of person.
yeah, because you
playing
have to
at the moment.
calibrate each person.
It seems like it. So the gun can
Mhm.
get caught like on top of the car,
Oh
on the side of the car.
no.
And it's the bullets are relative to where the gun is facing,
Mhm.
and not relative to your sights.
Oh,
So
okay.
like you can have the gun physically in front of you,
Mhm.
but then it's over to your left, like spazzing
Yeah.
out.
Oh no.
I played one round of that. Like the gun is facing to my left. Well, I'm looking up.
Yeah,
front.
Raffy straight up blind
So
shotting in
stupid.
real life.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that could be cool, but
Right.
not working as intended.
And it's a thing where you can choose where to move,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Like you can pick a spot where your character runs
To the
Uh-huh.
cover.
and usually like games would limit that depending on the waves of enemies.
Mhm.
But if you just keep running, you can have the enemies still behind you.
Oh no.
And they have
Run 'em.
full view of your body.
Oh no.
If you're just running and hiding in cover somewhere.
And man, like I know they were trying to go for a whole future Tron aesthetic with the controller, but it really just looks like a bunch of PVC pipes.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
yeah,
like-
and
like
that's a
stuck
new gun.
together. Is it?
Yeah, because the previous move gun, you attach
Was
the
that
move to it.
uglier?
It's like the Wii Zapper where it's
Uh-huh.
a body.
Oh, that's a whole peripheral?
Yeah.
yeah, the Wii Zapper where
No, I mean the new thing that was
yeah,
in-
it was the buttons were all
White
attached to the
pipes.
thing.
Really? It
Right.
wasn't just attach the move
It-
to
it's
it.
not like the PS3 version where
Yeah.
you attach the move to the front.
Man, that thing looks
So it's a-
ugly.
That's
so you
It
need
looks
to
really
buy the
bad.
whole thing.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
It really looks like a bunch of PVC pipes pasted to one
It
another.
felt
I
like
could
it
do
too.
yeah.
I could do a
It's
DIY
really
version
plastic.
of it and just
Super.
attach the move controller with
Oh
it.
man, we
That's
figured
weird.
this out with Guitar Hero, guys. Come on.
Make it.
Some
make it-
controllers
They
make it
kept
good.
making new
Good.
guitars.
Yeah, they kept making you guitars.
Did they really figure it out?
Okay, maybe not. Oh man, you guys try any of the other VR games? No.
I tried the Inpatient also, which
The
is
Inpatient.
by the
I think you're the
same-
only one that tried it.
Yeah.
Out
It
of all of
was
us.
it's the same demo, the same developers as Bravo Team
Yeah.
and Until Dawn,
Mhm.
and like that is the most not video game
Really?
thing there because all you do is sit on a chair where your character is strapped in,
Oh.
look left to pick choice left, and look right to pick
Oh.
choice right.
It's so
Gameplay.
immersive.
Super. It doesn't even need a controller.
Innovation.
It's one of those exposition games.
Right. And
Oh, man.
like my beef with
Eat
that
your heart
is,
out, David Cage.
Like the TMG boys, we all played the demo, and we all seem to have gotten the bad ending.
Oh no.
Where like your character gets injected in the leg, and then he gets sedated, so it just fades to black.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we saw other people who have played the demo get an ending where they're being wheeled on a wheelchair
Nice.
in the hospital where the game is supposed to take place.
Ah.
And I think Matt was telling me about this because he was fucking up with the choices, right?
Mm.
And then he gets sedated in the leg, and then suddenly the guy running the booth goes up to him and says like, "Sir, tapos na po yung demo."
Yeah.
And then like Matt's like, "What? No, but I just sat down." And it's like,
Wait, so how many minutes was that before you
Around
get
5
sedated?
maybe?
Really? That's
Yeah,
short?
like you get a few choices.
Like, is the shortness dependent on how
How
like,
you
on which
answered
end
it.
you
I
get?
think it's generally the same.
Mhm.
But you know, like how most demos usually when you beat it, it has a screen where it says
Game over,
"Congratulations,"
yeah.
blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, yeah.
or it
Please check
ends-
out our game.
It ends with the trailer maybe,
Uh-huh.
And this game is just like, it just goes to black.
Oh, okay.
And knowing that we saw other people get that other ending, or apparently there are other paths where you meet more characters instead of just the one doctor.
Interesting.
Like there's a guy in the background messing with machines. Apparently there's a lady nurse that might walk by, depending on the choices you pick. And that makes me think that there are so many branching paths that are unseen. But at the very least, please make that available for the person trying the demo so that they can appreciate it more, right?
I think this is the exact conversation that sparked my conversation with Matt about like how should demos at conventions be handled, because a demo you download, like, it's a full experience because it's yours. You get to play it on your own time and shit like that.
Yeah.
But at a convention, there are people in line, there's a schedule to follow, so you should create a demo with that in mind.
Right.
Yeah, that's what me and Matt were talking about. It's like, why are these demos at some conventions structured like an at-home demo when it can waste so much time? Those lines were long, man.
And you don't know when you're supposed to walk out. Like, they're presented in a way that asks the person at the manning the booth to yank you out.
Yeah.
Which is never a good experience. Like you feel like,
oh man,
like, that's it. Like, you gotta leave, sir. Like, stop touching our
get out of here.
Our VR hat.
Like fucking when I was playing DragonBall FighterZ, like the guys in front of me ran like 3 sets, and I was like, wait, what?
One match lang dapat.
But it's my turn. I was like,
and
when do I get to play?
Every match ends with thank you for playing.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, dude, it's over. You saw it. Let me play.
It's my turn.
It's my turn.
And they're like, shut up, kid. We'll beat you up.
I'm the say in the store.
Oh, this is my
I have
story.
the power of both God and enemy.
Dude,
Oh no,
man!
Did you freak out? Did you did you brought in your lightsaber?
Oh no, dude! I was just standing there silently with like Rizal.
Oh okay.
Si
Jason.
Yeah, I was with Goods and he was like, "Sila na ba?
Oh.
Sila pa rin ba?"
Oh no, poor Goods.
And we were just like, I guess. Oh, I guess they could keep playing.
Shoutouts to Goods.
Oh man, and when we finally got on, and me and Sid played, and like he beat the fuck out of me
because I told him the controls.
Oh fuck!
He kept asking me the controls.
Like he beat the fuck out of me, and then thank you for playing, and then me and Sid just look at each other. We're like, should we have another's? No, we won't be assholes. Here, Goods, you play.
Oh, that was the thing. We just did one round.
Yeah,
because we did the first best of 3 after that.
No, because it felt really bad that the people in front of me took like 3 sets.
Well, at least gone for 2, man.
Yeah, 2 is fine.
Gone for 2.
Yeah.
I would have been fine with 2, but they kept going, and I was like,
3 sets.
What about me?
3 rounds.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
3 rounds. 3 rounds.
What is the finals?
Grand finals.
The pro gamer. Anyway, but yeah, that bit happened. The casual war, the council war.
Oh, the council wars.
The council war.
Please, for everyone
happened.
listening out there, tell us about the council wars. What is the council wars?
So, you know that rule that's been going around Facebook?
Okay.
When you meet someone who has the same name,
There can be only one.
you need to fight to the death.
The Highlander time.
Right. But in the Council of Miguel's, we've all fought each other and lost. So we've agreed to band together.
So the power has just
Form the
split
council.
evenly.
Till last
That's the
week.
best way to do it, to be honest.
It's like the Council of Ricks. So
Without the
Basically.
smarts.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's smart.
So we just have these like mini non-lethal tournaments on the side.
Non-lethal
Where you
tournaments.
just try to get him out. Like,
Just try. Just,
Yeah.
you know,
If
make
nothing
them
happens,
feel,
it's
make them
status
feel
quo.
bad enough.
So what happened to the
to quit the Miguel.
what happened to the council skirmish this convention?
Oh, that's the game the only game I got to play on Friday. Because I came
Friday?
late. Yeah, Marvel.
Oh, that was the first day. All right.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So yeah, the first.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
these
forgot.
assholes caught us playing.
So
Oh,
the first
yeah.
game that we did was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Marvel.
Which is out already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any time playing it when it was launched.
I've only played the story demo on PS4.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And just watched a few things, but you know, it
Yeah.
feels different than watching.
I
videos
hear
of it.
it plays good.
It's
It
good,
is.
But
It
don't
is.
look good, play good.
It's a lot
It's-
stiffer than it looks.
Oh,
It's-
really?
Yeah, it's like the look is fine. You don't have to.
Really? Is it though?
The look is fine, but it's boring.
Yeah.
But the
It's
game
real
is
boring.
super solid.
Yeah, I hear the gameplay is top notch.
When they say active tag, they mean active
Yeah,
tag.
it's really like when Justin Wong says "get creative," you will get creative.
No, explain the active tag, because like people have been telling me that, but I can't like.
You know the habit you get from older Marvel games where like, oh, I just did an unsafe super, and he's gonna punish me. I'm gonna DHC, which is a delayed hyper combo, which means
you tag
will
out with the super
with your next incoming character.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And then they'll usually take the beef because most likely they'll have more life. And then it took a while for me to realize that, like, because I did a super and like, oh shit, Mix is gonna kick my ass. Active tag. That's a tag button. Your next character comes in, and then you start controlling that.
So basically, the tag system here is similar to Tekken or actually Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive?
Yeah,
Dead or Alive.
it's
Interesting.
your character is much more versatile after the tag. Like you can do a lot of stuff.
Right.
Using
While your
tag.
previous character is still doing whatever move you last inputted for them. So
Oh,
like, say
okay.
Dante
Oh,
has
shit.
those long strings where he'll combo and start spinning around the sword.
So you can buffer them into that.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
basically.
At the beginning of that, you can bring your character in and have them teabag.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or do some setups.
Like
Oh,
we've
man.
seen other people kind of experiment on unblockables just by doing these tag
some
setups.
real dirty stuff.
Real
happens.
dirty stuff like
Anyone get any infinites in?
not yet, I guess.
There's a way. The game has a system where if you go over X number of hits, if the hit stun hasn't kicked in, if it's a grounded combo, they spin out.
Oh, okay.
And,
so like the Skullgirls burst system.
I
Right.
guess, yeah.
Or like the older 2D FF games.
The infinity detection.
Right.
But they called it fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
There should be
I know.
infinites in this game.
There were the first time.
Yeah.
There were Chun-Li ones where it was like jab, fly in, jab, air dash.
Oh,
It was stupid.
dirty.
But yeah, the game's pretty fun. Like I had
Right.
fun playing Doctor Strange, and actually during day 3, I tried out the game again and tried using X and Zero in tandem. It's really fun.
It's fun. They're stupid.
Like
great.
it's stupid, easy to combo into.
Zero is a lot
Especially
stronger
Zero, yeah.
now.
How's their
Especially
voice
Zero.
acting? Is it
I
good?
didn't kind of notice it because it
X's
didn't
voice
use
acting has always been
headphones.
like weird to me.
Oh no,
It's fine.
Really?
X voice acting here is
Sounds like a child.
Yeah, he
yeah,
does,
it's
he
fine, but it's
does.
not as teeny
I like
as it was in
when
X4.
when he wears the armor, I get hyped.
Okay.
Yeah,
Power
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That armor is pretty hype.
It's Raffy muscle.
Raffy muscles, man.
But yeah. Anyway, I lost that match.
Oh, that's how the counter skirmish came out.
that was
I think it's because
1-0.
I was trying to remember how the controls work because compared to Marvel 3 where it was light, medium, heavy launcher, this game went back to like MVC2 controls where
Yeah,
it's 2
light,
punch
heavy.
buttons and 2 kicks. Then you have your tag button and your stone button,
Stone button.
which
Yeah.
replaces your assist.
I've been hearing weird things about like Spider-Man and like a Power Stone.
That's an infinite, that's banned.
that's
I
right.
hear.
The,
I hear.
the red tomato and the web ball
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How's
I've
it
been
banned?
hearing stuff.
because it's an infinite.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you do it,
Yeah.
there's no getting out of it.
You shoot the projectile with the reality stone, which is a slow tracking fireball, and once
web
that hits,
ball
you time a web ball, which
So,
wraps them up.
Web ball,
Yeah.
reality
Then
stone,
food.
web ball,
Yep.
reality stone.
And then it,
Yeah.
full screen, and it doesn't end.
But how is it like banned? How is it just not patched out?
No,
that
because
should be, right? Shouldn't they
no,
patch it out?
the game doesn't detect it as an infinite because it's special moves.
But
Yeah.
but they gotta like fix it somehow.
But they
like,
can't
mechanically.
they can't change the delay of the web ball. or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
How
yeah.
do they
Uh,
enforce that then? Is there like a
tournament
web ball
rules.
police? Like
Right.
do that
Well,
with the
basically,
super-
it's not even it's not.
There's
an easy,
photographers in the area.
It's not an
Give me
easy
pictures
infinite
of
to land.
Spider-Man.
Migs is there like with footage of this thuggery.
Get me pictures of the Spider-Man.
Of the Spider-Man
Infinite.
Infinite. It's not an easy infinite to land because you have to time the web ball, and it's situational because the tracking reality stone. Of course, you can't
But of
predict where your
course,
enemies come
if
from.
you're
It's
a
not
pro
just like
gamer,
spamming lows
Right.
on like Mortal Kombat.
And of course, if you do it in a tournament scene, somebody's going to be
Somebody's
watching
gonna be
no
like,
matter what.
yo, stop that. Stop.
You can probably do it to a certain number of reps and then stop.
Probably.
But
Anyway.
yeah, like that game is insane. Like the fundamentals will change due to the active tag switch. And the way the game prevents you from just continuing the same combo and keep tagging. Like the more you tag in a single combo, the longer your character stays on screen, preventing you from tagging sooner. and you get pushed further and further back as you come in from a tag.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can also use tags as, like faking out openings. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you want to dash in on the air, and then you tag
then you tag
and
in your
going
characters on the
down.
bottom.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can control how your tagging character comes in by holding a certain direction.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah, if
really?
you hold forward, they get
That's
way
cool.
too close and add an additional hit.
Ah,
So you can, if you hold
interesting.
back, you're further away and you're blocking on the first
So you can
chance.
control how they come out? Because, like, I know that's a problem in a lot of games where...
They just come in with a kick.
Yeah, because, like, once you destroy the point character and then, like, the second one comes out, the guy who killed your dude is already ready.
Right.
He's
They can-
already ready to mix you up.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah,
predict
yeah.
where you're coming from
Yeah,
by
so-
positioning on screen.
So you're already
Well-
fucked. I'm glad they did that. Because, like, the mix-up game was too strong in one direction.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of that feature, the second game that we played was DragonBall FighterZ.
For the council skirmish.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
council ball.
How did
Because
that turn out?
In Marvel, I won because I remember the controls.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Migs forgot that he had the stone button.
No, and also I forgot. I don't know how to play Thor. I tried using
he's a
Thor
grappler.
and
I like
Strange.
Thor in 3, that's why that worked for
Yeah,
me.
Strange
Oh.
was okay to use as a
Strange is
beginner
really
because
good
it
now.
has basic combos that you can use kagad.
Right.
But Thor has some. I don't know how.
Thor's
to,
weird. He's a low
Yeah,
tier
he's
as
weird.
fuck.
How's
Yeah.
Jeddah? Jeddah's my
Jedda's
favorite.
sick. I didn't get to play him yet, but he looks sick.
Jeddah's
Also,
my
the
favorite.
DLC characters are locked in. So
They
it's
were
not-
available the next day when
What
the
the
tournament
fuck?
happened. I saw.
Really?
Yeah,
I saw people rocking Monster Hunter.
I want to.
Hunter.
Yeah, I want to play Monster Hunter.
It was
They
like that
switched
thing with. No, I think they bought the character, or they had someone unlock them.
But it's weird because in day 3 I was there and I didn't get to use Monster Hunter during my time again. In the
Really?
demo.
Maybe-
Even with
Probably sa
Dragon Ball.
stations lang, like billing
Maybe,
stations.
like on the bottom for the
Yeah.
tournament and the stream.
Yeah,
But we
yeah,
were playing on the stream machine though,
yeah. But it's
or
still
maybe
locked.
there's an account.
Yeah.
Even with Dragon Ball, like
Yeah,
Android 18.
I was about to
wasn't-
bring that up. On day 1,
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball FighterZ demo
It's
was the
E3
one from the first reveal back in E3 of this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
only had 6 characters
Mm.
and like system changes too. Then come day 2, it updated to the closed beta version.
Yeah.
Like it's not the latest build,
Oh,
but it was the
More
build that
characters, though.
me and Migs played.
Yeah.
So we were very familiar
So
with
day 3, Dragon Ball FighterZ was the second game that we did for the Council War.
that. That's where we tried hard because we sort of
Yeah.
knew how to play.
We know how to
Okay.
play.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys like tried the demo.
We did the
Right.
good trades section.
Dude,
like
there
we
were-
did the good trades
That
video.
trades.
There was too much thinking.
Yeah.
None of
Oh.
the 16 bullshit worked.
Oh,
Dude.
really?
Because I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Oh no! You can't just turn off your
we
brain.
know when to turn off the brain.
when to turn off.
Yeah.
Turn it off when we fight others.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like,
okay.
I'm gonna say heavy attack at the start. Boom.
Yeah.
And it gets hit sorry.
Dude, he even knows what I will about
Bad habits.
Oh no!
my bad habits. What I always do at the start of the match.
What
when
are
I'm
the mixed
16.
bad habits?
Heavy at the start.
No, no,
Heavy at
no.
the start.
I'm doing the anti-air throw at the start because I know that most of the people
most people
Yeah.
will jump
I
in.
fight in the beta
it's
always
either
jumps
that-
out.
That's my sickness. I always jump in.
Yeah, especially it's Dragon Ball too. You want to jump. right?
Yeah.
It's
You wanna
fun.
fly.
Fun times.
But
Yeah.
like, it's either that or he's gonna do standing heavy, which is like I'll just dash back and block both.
Oh god. But yeah, that happened actually.
Raffy, did you get to touch Dragon Ball FighterZ at all?
I did not know what I was doing. I
Mm.
played on the first day.
I
But
remember.
were you doing cool stuff?
No, 'cause
Did
like,
it
I-
feel fun?
Mhm. How was
Did
it?
it
much,
look
like-
hype?
Okay, like
Because
first-
I remember walking in, and because the Dragon Ball setup is right
It's
next to the
ro-
entrance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
from there.
I remember walking in, and I saw you on the Dragon Ball machine with who was the guy announcing you? I think it was Eri.
Aaron Newman.
Eri-
Yeah, Eri
Eri
Newman
Newman, your
was announcing
brother.
you. Yeah.
Clone.
And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
yo, they're playing, and then like I walk away to do something else.
Mm.
Yeah, I joined the Dragon Ball tournament.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
tournament.
This was on
Okay.
Friday.
Yeah, this was on Friday. Like on the spot mini tournament right here, right now, PlayStation Goodies.
Right.
So I joined just for the hell of it. you
Yeah,
know?
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Like single elimination. Did not know what I was doing.
As do
first-
most people playing there at the
And this is the
Yeah.
E3 build.
All I know was from you guys' videos, like Migs and Migs' videos.
Oh, thank you.
Heavy Android 18 at 16.
Yeah, but he wasn't there to
But he
carry
wasn't
it.
there,
Yeah, he
so
wasn't there.
Kind of lost here.
Oh
I don't
no.
got no options.
Oh, down the creek with no paddle.
There's no easy mode.
And that motherfucker who fought me. He knew what he was doing.
Oh,
I could fucking tell him. Like, I was mashing buttons, and he was like doing all these cool kamehamehas and shit.
No, I bet he was doing the same thing,
Yeah.
but he had a better like functionality, fundamental idea.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like maybe he can block like in Street Fighter.
Maybe it's
But then when he jumps in, he just starts pressing everything.
No,
it's
man.
really easy
Possible.
to do cool shit in that game.
Yeah, you
But-
just need one
but
button
everything
anyway for the
fucked me up,
combos.
though, because like my first experience with Dragon Ball was on the busted ass station.
Right.
So I didn't know
Yeah.
which buttons did what. Everything was
yeah.
delayed.
There was a busted station?
The second
the
one.
middle
One on the
station,
right.
yeah.
Really?
The second on the right was real busted. So that was what I practiced on. So I think this did this.
We trained them
after-
wrong.
Yeah.
As a joke.
And
I like that. I like that you got it.
Oh
yeah, so everything was rigged. I could have won it.
You could have won those PlayStation goodies.
Yeah.
I should have joined at the City of Mini tournament.
Oh,
They
really?
had no idea what they were doing.
Oh man.
So many tourneys we could have won.
Yeah, but-
So, just to finish, who won that council skirmish?
Oh, the final game was Garrison Archangel. I didn't stand a chance.
So
Dude.
that was 0-3
That was
in
0-3.
favor
That
of the
It
counts.
was
Midway.
I
disgusting.
didn't count that, but yes. I am the champion.
Migoy is
I
the
guess.
champion of the Miguels.
Migoy is the Jet Li of this chapter.
Well, I'm not good at anything else, so might as well give me this one.
He's
right?
the
Yeah,
one.
He's the one
Mhm.
for now.
Man, when
I'm-
that
I'm
movie came
one
out,
of
I
the
was so
one.
confused.
Yeah,
I was
we'll
like,
have to
is this
wait
about
for-
Neo?
We have to wait for like 7 years until Council of War 2, where Tony Stark will die and Captain America will be a Hydra agent
In Avengers 15.
in Avengers 50.
Right.
Yeah, for those people listening at home, you should see. Like, I wish you guys could see Miggs's like 1,000-yard stare as he narrates this, as he contemplates his loss.
I need to give him strength for when the game actually.
He has a 1,000-yard stare right now, going like,
I still feel salty.
there you go.
I mean,
Hello.
you know, I felt good because, like, at least during that last match when we had the best of 3,
Mhm.
you were the first one to take out my first character.
Is it? I don't know. I can't remember.
You killed my point character first, and that was already after like we were tagging like crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
That
I
was
was
like
looking at the life for like I was thinking, shit, he got my first character. I was like, oh man, damn it! But like in my mind, it's like, oh fuck.
oh these anime
Try hard mode comes in, and like yeah, then it's like getting copied.
these
So,
anime
no.
thought bubbles coming
Anime
out of
thought
me.
bubbles.
I was
The zoom in on the
screaming
eyes.
so-
Nani nani.
The electricity between your eyes.
I need
Oh,
to
man.
become Miguel.
It doesn't help how that game is super anime too.
It is.
true.
It is
When they
super
fly
anime.
in, it's like
They fly in and their like forearms
Which
collide.
doesn't make any sense.
Dude, why hit each other with your forearms?
Right, it's not a punch. It's like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
they're both blocking in style.
use your fist or your elbow. Come on,
Right.
don't double block.
It's just a greeting. Hello.
Yeah.
hello.
How are you?
It's like a secret Dragon Ball handshake.
That's actually what they even do. One of them speaks when they clash.
Oh really?
What
When
really?
they seem like Cell goes, time to end this.
Oh, that's pretty
no.
Time
hype
to end this
though.
quickly. or Something like that.
That's pretty
in
hype.
Japanese.
So anything else about day one?
Day one.
Anything
only
else
ever
about day one?
Well,
While we think, let us take a few messages
From our lack
From-
of sponsors.
from our lack of sponsors. We'll be
Like-
back after a short break on Good Trades.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Good Trades episode. Right now, Miggy isn't here, but this is me, your temporary host, Miguel from the Dubes and Cubes, and with me is, of course, Emil from Emil in the Morning at Night.
Hello, I'm Emil from Emil in the Morning at Night.
Yeah, and so far we're in the third and final day, and probably the final hours of ESGS 2017. And so far, the booths are already packing. There's a few events going on here right now, including the Tekken Top 8, I think, for Brawl Fest. Also, there's another, like the Top 8 of Street Fighter 5 is happening in Brawl Fest also. So, what do you think?
Dude, like it was a great convention. Like what do you call it? Oh man, the DragonBall FighterZ booth just packed up right in front of us, and like, man, like there were so many games I wasn't able to try. Like I was just like going around the place all 3 days, just kind of staring at everything. But since I never got here early, I never got the lineup like ahead of time, like ahead of everyone.
Yeah, like unfortunately I did that like hours ago. So
oh man, the fucking Tekken tournament is going on right now.
Oh yeah, we're we're in the center of it.
Dude,
that's good.
You want to check it out?
I'm okay with here. I mean, I can see it.
We can see it from here.
We can see it from here. So now we're going to commentate the Tekken match.
I mean,
it's a Fengwei versus a Dragunov fight.
For everyone listening right now, we will try to describe what is happening. It's a Feng versus a.
Oh no, it's a.
Eliza.
Is it? Eliza?
Yeah. Vampire lady, right?
Oh yeah. It's basically
the original Tekken Reppuken.
Oh shit, you're right.
He was the first one to ever have a projectile.
Yeah, but the Feng player is working his ass off right now.
Dude.
As a lead now. Oh yeah, he actually won the game.
Man, ESGS right now is like, even though it's ending and like all of the booths are packing up, most of the major booths are like off right now.
Yeah, dude.
They're not accepting any more lines for the demos and stuff. But there's still a ton of people here, like walking around, checking out shit.
I mean, they're watching the Tekken.
Yeah, they're watching the Tekken tournament. Like
they're trying to have this last chance of trying out games before the booths actually close officially.
Man, were you around for those like hype-ass, crazy MSI auctions? You hear those?
Yeah, dude, we were in Friday.
Dude,
we actually literally hear it when we were lining up for Dragon Ball and
we're just fucking shouting 15,000 pesos, 20,000 pesos, 30,000 pesos. Going once. Sure ba kayo?
Dude.
Going once.
I don't know, because I wasn't here the second day. Did they even do that again?
I'm not sure. Yeah, like I know they had auctions like at 3 p.m., 5 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Like there were schedules for it.
Because I think around that time here, before you got in here, there were auctions happening also.
Dude, I heard there was one auction that started at 5,000 pesos, and then the first bid was 50,000. Dude, yeah. It's like, okay, let's start the auction at 5,000 pesos. 50,000 pesos.
Shit, sold.
Dude, 50,000 is like still half the price of that product.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. I think it was a laptop or something.
Ah, no, that's expensive. But it's an MSI.
My MSI laptop is still in the shop, so I'm kind of debilitated as far as gaming and production is concerned.
Oh man. So anyway, I guess we have to kind of take a quick break.
Yeah, dude, we gotta take a quick break.
It's live podcasting. We'll have to probably. Oh, there we go. There's Chad.
ESGS is still going.
ESGS. No, we're doing a live podcast right now.
What?
No. So how's ESGS for you?
Fucking epic, man.
Epic.
So epic.
Pero ano yung tingin mong nag-improve nung ngayon sa last year?
So far, yung mas marami ngayon are the booths. Talagang super high, super international quality na. Like for example, PlayStation.
Yeah, it's really bigger than before.
Design nila is based on Tokyo Game Show.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have, HyperX giving out mga massive sales. Like every day, certain days, iba yung promo for their gaming mouse, gaming keyboard.
And also, you kind of invited a lot of international guests, like EGS is here, like Taiwan Game Show is here.
Yeah, Taipei Game Show is here na rin eh. But they're more supportive now with other international events here.
Okay. So, any final words before this night ends?
Well, this event's really hyped up.
Alright, I guess see you next.
More hype for next year, man.
Kailan daw ba next year? Wala pang
announcement, pero there will be another ESGS next year for sure.
Alright, thanks, man. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Mr. Chad.
Chad Bogey. Hashtag Chad Bogey. Oh man, so yeah, I guess we have to take a quick break.
Yeah, dude, we have to. Dude, it's so loud. I'm so tired. Yeah. Let's take a break and continue this when maybe Migoy joins us. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to Good Trades Episode 3, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Give me some fanfare. No. Oh my god. So, ESGS, guys, is there anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to the ESGS?
I want to talk about Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Dude, if you want to talk about good fucking demos,
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter World.
How was that?
solid.
Because whenever I got there, the line was bananas.
Did you actually get to play it?
No.
No
I was not.
Because fucking on day 3, the line got so sick, you have to sign up for a queue.
Dude, I saw that.
It
I
got
saw
up to
that.
400 people plus.
Really? I got in number
I saw it, I
16.
saw it.
Dude, number
was
16,
really
yeah, turn off the brain.
Yeah.
Oh, 16.
Oh shit! Oh man.
Yeah, I got to play it in the morning of the second day because media got in 30 minutes earlier,
Yeah.
and already there was a line of 3 people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
So it's a solid 10-minute demo. It's 10 minutes because that's the length of the quest that you have to do.
Yeah.
You get a selection of 1 of 3, each labeled by their difficulty and the monster you tackle.
Okay.
So it's 2 new monsters and 1 old one. The old one being the Barroth from Monster
I
Hunter
fucking
3.
love Barroth.
Dude.
How does the HD mud look?
So it still looks like patches of mud,
Oh,
like
okay.
balls of mud that just appear, but it's a lot better.
Barroth is great.
That is great.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy or beginner, intermediate, and expert. So the Too Much Gaming boys pick the intermediate one, which they fight the Barroth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I, like, first thing I noticed from the game is the verticality in the level.
Oh.
Because the Barroth hangs out in like rock areas. There's a bunch of sand dunes or like I guess dirt pathways, and usually like in most game designs, terrain is very flat
Yeah.
for the most part.
Like the Z-axis is an illusion.
Right, because hitboxes are hard.
Yeah, hitboxes.
Baxes.
Whoa, whoa.
Hitboxes.
Hitboxes.
Difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I noticed that like there's a lot of sloping around, and like I've never seen a Monster Hunter do that. Like you told me, was it Generations?
I think it was For You that
For you,
started with
that's
that.
still fairly recent.
Man, that's such a dumb name. Monster Hunter.
For
For
You.
You.
That's an ad
fucking
read.
the Wii U is a console name. Jesus.
But
But
yeah.
like, the most verticality you told me was, oh, there are ledges.
Yes.
Like big stairs.
But like sometimes they'd like try to trick you and make like a dune, but it's functionally a ledge.
Right.
There's only a single point you can jump off of.
I remember in Monster Hunter Try for the Wii, there's one section where there's a slope, but then it ends.
Oh.
Like it's just a slope, and
What?
it's a
And it's a
like
wall?
it goes into a flat area immediately,
Oh, okay.
and like
Okay.
the slope part is like a zone wall.
Oh,
so it
alright, so
functionally
it's not
doesn't
really
matter. It's
a-
not.
Yeah.
It's
not
not,
really
a real.
there.
It's not a real, right?
It's not a real.
It's not a real.
So how was that? Because like the Monster Hunter thing, it's changed a lot.
Right.
Like you actually track the monster now. There are no zones. There are zones, but they're seamless.
They're
gigantic and seamless.
gigantic zones. It doesn't make sense because like, oh, over here is rich foresty greens, and right next door is an ice fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Ice
You know,
mountain,
video
yeah.
games, and right
Yeah,
beside
yeah.
it's a desert. You know,
Yeah, man.
Horizon Zero Dawn problems.
I like that they still retain the zone numbers and letters.
Yeah, dude.
That's essential to.
That's essential to like the
That's
fights.
fine. That's super fine. It's just that like this is the most modern version of Monster Hunter out there.
Yeah.
Like it felt correct. It felt comfy. It didn't feel like a jack PSP game anymore.
Yeah. And I
Right.
think that's one of the reasons why the Monster Hunter community has been so tight knit and like unbudging. Like it's hard to penetrate the Monster Hunter, right? Like the game.
In the butt.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
really
use
hard
that
to.
loops, huh?
It's really hard to get in there because the game's been so old.
It's been the same.
It's been so.
It's hard to penetrate because
Oh,
You gotta use that
Is it
Astro
easier now?
Glide.
Yeah, isn't it easier?
You don't know.
I don't know. That's the.
But yeah, I
don't know.
actually heard that they named this one Monster Hunter World instead of Monster Hunter 5 because they want to communicate to newer players that
This
hey,
is- right.
yeah, this is you could jump off here. You don't have to play any of the other games. This is the definitive jumping off point if you want to get into Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
makes
a safe
sense.
zone where if they don't like it, it's not Monster Hunter 5.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
But yeah, like this is probably the most not easiest, but like the most comfortable Monster Hunter game to play because
Okay.
it had modern camera controls. It had a fucking right stick. It had a lock-on feature.
Yeah, the bow is finally functional.
Dude, you,
and
like,
better.
You have a
than-
projectile sidearm, and you
Yeah.
aim by holding L2 and strafing around.
Yeah.
Unlike before, where you plant your feet. shoot
Modern
guns,
controls.
Right.
Yep.
And you don't have to use like the claw. Is this for that game? Like
Yes,
the
the monster
yeah.
hunter
Yeah.
claw.
Because
Yeah.
on the PSP the camera is on the D-pad, so you have to move your index finger
Yes.
Right.
from the shoulder
yeah.
button
That's
onto
weird.
the D-pad to go
And
around.
like what was even worse was on the Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
Cause like
Oh shit.
And you
You
need
needed
like
to
an
buy
add-on.
no,
thing.
the bottom screen
Yeah.
was more controls.
oh,
Yeah.
Dude,
shit.
there was a virtual D-pad on.
for the virtual camera control.
Yes, there was a
That's
virtual D-pad
dumb.
on the bottom
So you have to
screen.
kind of
Yeah.
No.
So
hold the stylus.
Dude.
while-
And,
No.
and because
Really
it's
dumb.
not a tactile
How-
button,
yeah, it's
you
not
have
a tactile
no idea
button.
where your thumb is.
It's really bad.
How did people play it? Though?
Dude, I would claw grip it,
Perseverance.
and then the one nail of my thumb would hit the camera controls. That's how I would play before.
And you scratch your screen the fuck up.
Dude, it's
So
real
that's the
bad.
reason why you have long nails.
No, not at all.
For Monster
The actual
Hunter.
claw.
The claw grip, the real claw
I have
grip.
the right stick accessory if you want.
the
I don't use it.
the Pad Pro.
Right.
Yeah, I really
Man,
like
I have a very funny Monster Hunter demo story
Oh yeah.
during
Lay it
day
on us.
3. So you guys remember that you were given like 7 to 10 minutes to try out the demo.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, the night before we went to day 3, Miggy actually suggested I should try the intermediate quest.
So Barrock,
because
The beginner one's
the
just-
beginner one's way too easy.
Yeah.
Like
Like the monster's standing there and
the
stun
monster's
locked.
Jagras.
Okay, so it's like a
That's-
Jaggy type. Yeah.
It's more of a lizard type.
What?
No, it's
Instead
like
of a
For anyone
No.
who isn't aware.
Jaggies
or-
are like
Yup.
shitty raptors.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
They're the bad
Jaggy.
Monster Hunter raptors.
They're easy mode monsters, but like the Jagras are like more lizardy type,
Oh, okay, so more like Ludrothy.
kinda like a
Yeah,
smaller
okay.
loot rock.
Okay,
Ooh,
okay.
all these languages. All these
Monster
lore.
Hunter,
I can
man.
relate because they're all from 3.
Dude, Monster
Yeah.
Hunter's good.
So I got in. I selected the second quest,
Right.
Intermediate, yeah.
quest, and what? Also, one thing I noticed: people tend to forget there's this TP hut in the demo, which you can actually change your equipment.
Oh,
Yeah.
A lot
people
of-
didn't.
A lot of people default to using great swords.
Oh,
Switch axe, you mean? That was
Whatever.
the default weapon equipment.
Yeah.
No, there's a very distinct difference
Dude.
between
No,
these
no,
weapons.
because
Yeah, super
in day
different.
3, what I got was 5 to 6 people just using the last person's
Yeah,
equipment,
loadout.
which is
Yeah.
the default
Great
one that
sword.
loads in also. The
Ah,
switch axe that
interesting.
comes in.
But anyway, I tried to change it up a bit so that I had a very different experience. So I used the bow and arrow build.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's always fun.
And had the cat
easiest way to
person
learn.
with the axe and I
Right,
think
right,
a
right.
hammer build, I guess. So anyway, I got in, went on to my quest, and one thing I noticed that there are fireflies, like
Yeah.
mission flies.
What are they called?
Forgot.
They're not called fireflies, but
Quest
it's a new
flies or something?
It's a new tracking mechanic, which
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on by default,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, don't you keep them in a
basically-
bottle in your hip? They just come
Here.
out, yeah.
Probably.
I don't know, but at least in the demo they were just always on. So basically, like they fly to an objective,
Yeah.
or they follow a monster.
They'll
Once-
track it.
Actually,
basically.
I kind of do a thorough reading after that,
Uh-huh.
but I found out that those fireflies actually just go to a nearest point of interest.
Oh, okay.
So be it
Oh, okay.
like a
Gathering
gathering
spot.
spot
Uh-huh.
or a mission like item or a monster. So something like
so they're
that.
basically just non-immersion breaking highlights.
But they tend to go more with your objective.
Mhm. So,
So-
they're just a way to show you where to go.
Yeah, so you won't get lost.
Uh-huh,
So
okay.
I guess once you find the boss monster, then they start tracking.
yeah, like really track it.
Like
Okay.
fucking, I'd say it's a bit immersion breaking because they're kind of in your face a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
man. But at least
So-
it's in lore.
It's
So
fine.
that happened to me when I found like a set of monster tracks,
Right.
and then after that,
You have to get a few before they
the
actually find the
fireflies
monster.
try to go and check out the other tracks and pinpoint me to the right direction, but there are some instances that they went to other points of interest, so that kind of made me lost. Like it got me lost in the game.
Yeah, they kind
the
of go
demo.
to every single footprint.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and then like during the middle of the demo, as I was tracking the monster,
The big one.
my cat companion suddenly shouted, "Look, a monster!"
Oh wow, palicos can speak English.
Yeah, well, there's a speech bubble.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Speech
yeah.
bubble.
Uh,
Yell
so
out.
he says, "Look, a monster." Okay, so basically, I thought that finally we found it. I found my quest. So what I did was I turned 180 while already readying my bow and arrow,
Right.
and shot at the nearest monster that I can see,
Which is just some junk.
which is
monster on
some
the side.
junk Deinonychus-looking monster,
Yeah, like these fucking vegetable
which happens to
eaters.
have the whole herd with him. So what happened was I spent like 3 to 5 minutes running around the map trying
Chasing
to
the
avoid
wrong
the
monsters.
herd.
So there's just like a
Of
pack
monsters.
of dinosaurs chasing you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then I finally found my objective
The
monster.
big monster, yeah.
And then, oh wow, this is really big. Finally, I can
can do
try
the
to shoot
quest,
it.
right?
Yeah, and
Hunt
then
the monster.
yeah. Then, the attendant tapped me in the
Oh.
shoulder
Oh,
and said, boss time na po.
You beat the game.
You beat
Hindi
it.
na pala mag-extend.
I mean,
No.
I enjoyed the foreplay. You know what I'm
The
saying?
foreplay.
I enjoyed the tracking part because it's something that isn't really that kind of explored thoroughly in the
Right.
recent Monster
I
Hunter
mean,
games.
it's always something that Monster Hunter has been, like, I wouldn't say executing. It's always been something they've wanted to do.
Yeah, but they couldn't.
They don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's always just like, oh, you're tracking the monster.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you have items that
There's
track
air quotes there.
monsters.
yeah.
Tracking it.
No, there's an item where it's the paintball,
The paintball's
Yeah,
great.
the paintball's great.
but now it's just like, oh, it's automatically doing that for me,
Yeah.
and like you're just running into a stream of fireflies. I can't see.
Man,
Yeah, I just love the aspect that you are to investigate an area just to know where the monster is.
where does it sleep?
Yeah, where
does it
sleep,
eat?
what
That kind of thing.
happened to him,
Where does
what-
it go on Sundays?
yeah, something like that.
To the church.
Yeah, man.
Monster.
But yeah, and also during the demo, well, this is not me playing, but me observing other demo players
Right.
in the booth, is that they encountered monsters, and suddenly there's this other monster that tries to go and have
Oh, yeah.
Was it a
have a
big dragon?
threesome with them.
Was it a big dragon?
Oh.
It's sort of like a
Rathalos is
Yeah,
no,
it
it's
has
not
to
a
be a
big
Rathalos. No?
It's
not
demo.
like
Aw.
the main monster he's tracking was the dragon, but the one that came after him, like that came after in the middle of the fight, was something sort of like an Allosaurus or something.
Allosaurus.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's
a
a
nerd.
real dinosaur.
Yeah, I know.
It's a real
Like,
dinosaur.
in my head, I'm just trying to picture it.
It's like a T-Rex, but with a longer.
Devil Joe.
I guess so.
Was it a Devil Joe?
Or-
I have no idea though, but
Oh,
I mean, I know my dinosaurs.
oh you do know your dinosaur.
He
He's
knows
doing
his
the Jeff
monsters,
Goldblum.
so-
Damn it.
But yeah,
You gotta unbutton
so
your
it's
shirt
it's
for that.
it's, I have to breathe in.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, after that one, it's really a sight to see, like two dinosaurs, like I mean
That-
two monsters trying to.
That game is
Yeah, man.
super pretty. And
That
like,
game looks sick.
It looks real.
Yeah,
first thing, like the moment you step out of your like the safe zone,
Mm-hmm.
like no, you really have that Jurassic Park moment.
yeah.
Because
Oh.
it's so brightly lit. It's like, oh, sunshine, and there's so many dinosaurs just walking around.
Cool.
And it looks like a living ecosystem.
Yeah,
to
that's
the
true.
point that monsters start eating other monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear.
That
The-
sounds great.
I've seen video of the easy mode boss, the Jagras,
Mhm.
where to heal he starts eating other monsters.
Oh
that's
no!
good, yeah.
No, because in the other games they would just kind of like stick their face into a corpse. And
Yeah.
it's like implied eating.
Yeah, and
but
like
here they
some
actually
blood
eat it.
like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
flies.
yeah.
This one like he straight up swallows him.
Cool.
Also,
Cool,
there are
cool.
instances where, like, I noticed other stuff that makes the game look alive. Like, you see, like, I see a trail of ants, like really giant ants in the ground,
Giant ants. Okay,
like
okay.
a line of ants.
Okay.
Not really gigantic, but you know,
The size
Bigger
of,
than normal.
the size
bigger
of a puppy.
than
Like a
yeah,
The
something
size
like
of
that.
a puppy.
Size
I
of
know
a
what you're
puppy.
talking about because
It's really cool.
those fuckers
They
are hard to
exist.
hunt down.
Oh, really?
No,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's an actual.
It's an actual thing that's been in Monster Hunter for a while.
That's cool.
Like you
So,
make
yeah.
insect armor out of them that looks like Kamen Rider.
Ooh,
Dude, it's great.
I had
great.
no
Alright,
idea.
I have no
I'm in
idea.
now.
It looks like fucking Kamen Rider
Yeah.
armor.
Can you kick fools?
Dude,
But yeah, besides
Alucard's
that,
armor set.
like if you guys also watched the recent Monster Hunter trailer, like they've actually like I don't know if anyone has ever experienced the demo that you can actually shoot down other stuff.
Oh, you could shoot down the environment in order to hit monsters.
Really?
Like cavern spikes.
Yeah,
Really?
there's
You
like a
can
stalactite and like you shoot it and it like comes down to the monster.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so that's possible.
That's cool.
It's really cool.
It's like this game
Like a chunk of a
has
cliff.
too much going for
Dude,
it.
there's
It's
a
kinda
lot.
insane.
Did you
So-
see there's a fucking glide suit?
Yeah, that one
You
also.
can
That
jump
was.
and glide.
I
Well,
mean,
you can't jump per se.
Yeah,
there's
you
no
can, like,
jump button.
You could like jump off a cliff
Yeah.
or something like
You
that.
can Zelda jump.
Sweet.
but
Also, like
There's
vines
also-
you can climb
Yeah,
everywhere.
and there's also like a ghillie suit that'll make you camouflage.
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Someone used that in the
Because
demo.
there's tall grass you can hide in.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Man, that's a lot going on in
We're
this
playing
game.
this shit, right?
Dude, yeah,
Dude, super good.
We're getting on.
I mean,
Sato teams of 4.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I need to get a PlayStation 4 before this comes out.
yeah, no.
Wait,
because
where does it come out? Yeah.
PlayStation 4,
Xbox One, and PC.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
There is a PC one that is gonna be late.
Oh, you're gonna get
Yeah.
the PS4 though.
and the PS4 version
port it.
has the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
a playable something.
That's so like sakto, as in like.
I was expecting just an armor set for the lady.
No, it's Halo.
It's
her
actually
face.
her. It's actually
Yeah.
her.
I love that the Catman is actually
Yeah, he's
a
like the
machine.
Watcher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Watcher.
he's the
It's
Watcher.
the
Face.
robot face. Man,
Great.
Monster Hunter's
Oh.
been known to have great DLC.
Fucking your Palico companion.
Uh-huh.
I just noticed sometimes he comes in riding another monster.
Dude,
Yeah, that was good. I saw that also.
Like he captures a monster on the side, starts riding it into battle.
Dude,
Dude, that's
that
awesome.
demo has a lot of meat in it.
Dude,
Like,
it's way
it's-
too much.
It's
too much.
not enough. Like 7 or 10, even 10 minutes is not enough.
Not
for that
good.
demo.
Like, see, I was saying earlier, Nicola from GG Network, he didn't even get to find his monster.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He was
Yeah.
just hunting
Yeah.
and
He
was happy
everything
though.
else. Yeah.
gathering
sold on
fruit.
gathering fruit and shit.
But yeah, I
One
think
question.
December 9
Yes.
we're gonna get
No.
a beta demo
Yes,
for
we're gonna,
the
PS Plus owners, PS Plus
4.
users get
Yeah.
closed beta access for like 3 days.
Is it
9
3
to 12?
days?
Where's the PC?
Oh, okay.
of
You could just hear Raffy and I, like our souls escaping our bodies.
Stings.
PS4 now, PS4.
PS4.
Oh, that could have to buy a PS4 then Monster.
Yeah.
Hey dude, that's
So,
what I did with Dark Souls 3
man.
years
Worth
ago.
it.
So Raffy,
You
what was
can
your
borrow
question?
games from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one question, most important question, for me at least.
Oh, no.
Are there
I-
spiders in
Oh,
this
no.
game?
Yeah.
Older games had it.
Older
Yes.
games had it.
But you have a big ass sword though.
Yeah.
You can turn the
You have
spider
a,
into
you have
a
a
sword.
cat that you can command
Not things I
him.
wanna
Yeah,
do.
you can tell the
to
cat.
kill.
You can
Yeah.
always not hunt that monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can choose, but sometimes
Yeah.
random monsters will pop up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, wala atang spider boss.
Yeah,
Spider
wala namang
minions.
spider
They're just
boss
there.
there.
Yeah.
There's a crab. There's a
How
crustacean
bad is it?
desert crab.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
desert
crab
crabs
monster.
there. Those are
Yeah.
fine. But like usually they're just big dinosaurs
Mm-hmm. Usually
Dinosaurs.
for the
Okay.
most part.
They're not giant spiders and shit.
No.
No.
The grossest
Anything-
thing is like the Giginox. That thing with a screaming butt.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's a great monster. It's a screaming butt.
Great monster.
Dude, don't go near its butt. It'll scream.
Oh, watch out for that. That's how it gets you.
Just use them
That's how it
iframes.
gets you. That's screaming, but who would have thought?
Well,
Yeah, but basically, they're like, if it's problematic, like running crazy with spiders, maybe. I don't know.
It's usually just gonna be one
Oh.
area. Most likely a cave.
Most
it's
likely
usually named fucking Webwood or some shit.
Webwood or Spider Cave.
At least in what I remember playing from Monster Hunter Try on the Wii, it was just this one tiny corner that you never have to go to. Unless you're looking for specific items.
Like
Unless you're looking for
quest doesn't
spider
go
webs.
through that or some shit.
Right.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
it's just in a cave that happens to be beside a waterfall,
Yeah.
but you have to go through the waterfall to get to the next zone. So like, it's a fucking cave. Get
it's
out of here.
fine.
Or
Yeah.
we just gotta group up and you kill him while
Yeah,
I turn
totally.
off my monitor for a little bit.
Raffy, close your eyes.
Raffy, close your eyes. We're about to
Look
get
at the
there.
flowers, Raffy. Look at the flowers.
Raffy, go pick some honey.
Oh,
We'll take care of this.
Look at the
Walking Dead
flowers.
references.
Dude, I
That's
didn't get it.
usually
Oh
fucking-
no, really?
It's fine.
That's
It's
fine. It's nothing.
That's usually my make or break with games.
So when it happens to you, look at the anime meal.
Look at the anime.
Look at the Death Note to me.
Oh no! So Monster Hunter is super great. Anything else about ESGS you guys want to talk about before we move on?
Sinners.
Sinners?
Dude.
Sinners and
Pinoy
all
Dark
the-
Souls.
Oh, Sinners! Yes, Pinoy Dark Souls.
Pinoy Dark Souls.
Pinoy Souls.
Pinoy
I was
Souls.
waiting for your reaction because you're the one who actually saw that. And oh, Sinners! It's
Or
the Dark
Raffy beat
Souls.
it first.
Yeah, and you
Yes,
gotta
He even won some headphones.
Won a headset.
I
headset.
guess I'm pretty good at video games.
Founded it?
Pretty good.
I didn't beat it. I just got the boss to
You
the
almost
lowest
beat it.
health. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because there was a Twitch after party after day
Yeah.
2
Yes.
at some Buffalo place, Buffalo
Yeah.
Wings place.
Way at the back.
And then I thought they were just running videos of random games in the corner.
Yeah.
Apparently, that was a place where you can play games.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Miggy when Miggy and I were passing through, like we were like, huh, it's cool. They have Dark Souls.
Yeah, it
here.
looks like Dark
Then-
Souls, and I'm like, I don't know who or where in Dark Souls. Like,
But-
where's this giant knight in this open area with no
Yeah.
stair set? Like, I guess it's a boss I've never seen.
Oh,
Then They suddenly
DLC.
announced that you can try the games here. They're made by local developers. Like what?
Cool.
Yeah, and it's made by the guys who did Shots Fired. It's the crazy
Which is really
guys.
good too.
Ronnie from Crazy Games.
Everything about that game looks like Dark Souls.
It's very much Dark Souls.
Very, very.
I'm
The
okay.
healing animation is
Ah,
much
yeah.
like
Very
the Exodus,
similar, right.
I'm okay with that though.
Oh really? Like
It's
me,
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
not super okay with
It's
it.
fun though.
It is fun. I actually was talking to the developer.
If it's Dark Souls, but it's just like straight up boss rush, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that sounds
okay
fun.
with
If
that.
it's just bosses, you don't have to trudge through stuff. But
It'll
like,
make it easier for them to make assets too.
I actually did talk to the developer about that. Like, whenever I see a game like this, like developed so
Similar.
No. So like
Inspired.
no. What's
Passionate.
the word? No.
Copy.
Whenever I
Plagiarized.
whenever I see
Crime.
a game,
Stolen.
no. Whenever I see a game
Thuggery.
that's created
Traced with tracing paper.
no. This competently, but
Ooh.
yeah.
Hot takes.
No, because
Interesting
it, it was a very competently created game, but whenever I see something like that borrows from something else so heavily,
Yeah.
I'm always my first thought is always like, I can't wait to see what you could
What
make.
makes this different?
Yeah,
What you
what
can
makes
make
this different,
different?
or I wish I could see what you can make out of your own brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but
I
what
get
if
you.
he just wanted to make a Dark Soul?
No, yeah.
Like I just want to draw Spider-Man.
No, that's actually what he told me. Because after I brought that up with him, he told me that this is actually what the publisher wanted and stuff like that.
He
So
wanted
yeah.
a Dark clone.
yeah, he wanted the Dark Souls.
Yeah.
A darker soul.
a darker clone.
But I think
But
they
don't
made
quote
it-
me on that.
Oh, Emil hot takes Tang Lao.
Hot
Oh,
takes,
dude.
man. Hot
I think
takes.
they made it a little different. Like if you're able to beat the first boss, though, I think that's where it diverges from Dark Souls.
Really?
It
If
makes
you're,
'cause you
your
said it gets
character
harder.
weaker.
he said, yeah.
Yeah.
He said that it gets harder. There's another boss that comes in,
Yeah.
and your guy gets weaker.
Yeah.
Like his life gets
I
weaker.
think-
His stamina goes
Yeah, he
shorter.
told me
he
about
loses
that.
some of his weapons.
I think
I
you
think that's a little
have
twist on it.
you have freedom on what
What to bring.
aspect you want to decrease,
Mm.
like what
Ah.
sacrifice
So you
want.
handicap yourself every time you win.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And is it like one of those games where you just keep going until you
I
see how
guess
far you get?
I heard
Maybe.
they had like 6 bosses in the
Yeah.
game, at least in that build.
I guess the idea is that
That's a lot.
you're a
It's a lot.
sinner
yeah.
and you need to be
These are the circles
redeemed,
of
and
hell.
these are the things that you need to do to redeem yourself.
Gluttony.
Lust, wrath,
This is like Lust, just a pair of tits.
like in
Shoots
Dante's
missiles.
Inferno. Oh
dude.
no!
The fucking
I
Joker
remember.
The game was
one.
alright. It's alright.
Yeah.
PSP version was really buggy.
Oh man. So
Sinner.
Sinner.
Sinner was pretty cool.
Sinner was pretty cool. Anything else?
I found that
Um,
that game was slightly more lenient than what we're used to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
iframes in those
Dude, you
rolls.
could totally like keep rolling and you won't
Just
eat
mash.
it. Yeah,
You
mash
mash
the roll,
through.
you won't eat it.
Or even when it actually hits you, like you get a window just to roll out.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
But that game is still fucking hard as balls.
Yeah.
It's
It
good.
was pretty hard.
The worst part about it is the lag. Like,
Oh, yeah, the frame
drops.
The frame drops
Not
are
well
bad.
optimized.
John's
you can't
galore.
have that in,
Yeah.
that, in that kind of game, you can't have that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Anything
what else
else?
we got?
Guess Garrison Archangel if you guys
Garrison
want.
Archangel, that was super fun.
Super duper fun.
I mean, Emil, you get to play it for the first.
Yeah, that was the first time of me touching
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, if I
Robots.
hold a different direction, it does a different move. And I was like,
Yeah, man.
So this is more like kind of like Smash, kind of with the specials, like
Oh, with the melee attacks.
yeah, with the melee attacks because
It's Gundam.
oh, I
Exactly
don't,
the same as
I don't
Gundam.
play Gundam. Oh.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, your melee attacks depend on the direction,
on the direction
you're
you're
holding.
holding.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, how come whenever I attack, my fucking drill just turns into a hammer.
Because you're pressing the wrong button
Yeah,
there.
I know. So I'm
Pressing
like,
back.
what the hell? I just want to stab someone with my drill.
But there is a motion where it will transform mid-attack. I think.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Once I got the hang of it, I was like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah. Have you played with Chad on that?
No.
Chad is like the fucking Neo of fucking Garrison.
Really?
Oh, it's just 'cause he plays Gundam.
He can see the Matrix, dude. He fucking wiped me out.
I need to fight Chad and Gundam.
Dude.
I need to prove this.
He can see the code.
Fucking weeb.
The salt.
It's a UC boy naman siya.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm okay with that.
man.
Garrison's good.
It's super solid. Like the last version I played of it was the first reveal alpha, which is fucking jank as shit. Like hit detection was terrible. You had no idea when bullets were hitting your opponent, and it seemed that you were flying for the most part.
Okay.
There was no grounded state. So like it was conceptually cool, but just alpha, so it functioned like an alpha.
Like an alpha.
And then now it's like
really confusing.
it feels like a video game.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
feels like a video game that you
I
can't
find
Pretty
I
really...
well
just-
balanced, actually.
Yeah, actually, like the weapons are. You basically build. You have access to all the weapon types and
Yeah.
choose what to build.
You build your bot.
Right,
Yeah.
and you can change the color. You can name it whatever the fuck you
You
want.
go with like 2 pile bunkers if you want.
You could,
Mhm.
and then you get shot out by range projectiles.
Yeah. Also,
true.
like Paolo Cabe, tama ba?
I don't know.
The producer actually told us that ranged weapons are actually hard to use in this
Yeah,
game.
there are multiple types of weapons. Like you have your very melee-centric builds that you can do,
Yeah.
which focus on like boosting in.
Mhm.
Like it would replace some of your sub weapons. Like that, the face buttons were mapped to parts of your robot's body where you attach weapons to, similar to Armored Core, right?
Yeah.
Where you have your right shoulder, left shoulder, or your
The
back
backpack.
weapon.
Yeah.
So sometimes the back weapon, which for some units could be machine guns, missiles,
Or a digital
then-
dash.
right? And then for some melee, it's like a dash up.
Mm.
And like,
Whoa.
how is that different from a normal dash? It's faster and it doesn't consume your regular meter.
Yeah.
So you can like
Interesting.
do anime mix up by going up, diving down, and dash around.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
What I find weird is when you're meleeing, the hit stun doesn't like actually stun you immediately. Like you only get downed at the end of the full combo.
Oh.
So you can dash behind them to get out. But they can also do that
You
too.
can do a nothing
Yeah.
personnel.
Right, but
You
if you
gotta be
keep matching
careful.
it though, which the game is very sensitive about that,
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
register all your inputs.
So it'll just like
you burn
blink,
through
blink,
your
blink,
meter
blink,
and like,
blink.
what the fuck's happening? And I'm getting comboed again.
It's like that one Naruto game where you
yeah, you just keep going
You
behind
know,
you.
one-
But
Yeah,
at least that has chakra.
yeah you just
Oh.
burn through that, but like
you
run
keep going
out.
behind your
You
opponent
run
as long
out.
as you match block fast enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the hit stun on melee attacks is weird. Like the shooting does feel a lot better, and with the like the builds being focused on, mid to melee to projectile, there are some projectiles that don't have a refresh. So how they compensate for that is they give you a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
It was a lot
Like
of bullets.
here's 300 shots. It doesn't refill, but you have 300 shots.
But yeah.
Super cool. Like and it's like the builds are free to download at I think itch.io.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
If you go to
Yeah.
their Facebook page.
Like they have
They
an
regularly
updated build.
update it.
Yeah.
Cool. Garrison Archangel. Anything
I
else?
think it's greenlit on Steam too, so
Yeah, I think it's on
Yeah.
Steam. Yeah.
give that a shot.
I have
Video games.
I have a sports story.
Sports story? Okay.
I mean, you guys are expecting a sports
Things
story
from
for
you.
me, right? God damn it.
Kind of.
Oh, so I shouldn't, or is
No,
it okay?
it's really up to you.
We never really ask for it.
Yeah,
though,
I mean,
but
like,
feel
Oh,
free
yeah.
to
You just
sport.
drop it on
yeah,
us.
you don't have to
You
pigeonhole
put that
yourself.
persona on yourself.
All right. No, you
Needs
guys
to sports
you
guys.
mentioned it, guys.
No, we were
Sportsman
like,
McGee.
oh yeah, you do sports.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Shit. Okay.
So what was the sports that you found?
So basically,
Aside from GT
I
Sport.
think you met Jello in day 3.
Which Jello?
The one with the glasses guy. I mean the other noob in Cube.
Ah yes.
Yeah.
vaguely.
So basically, we did try NBA 2K18 out of
Oh,
curiosity. because
how was
that?
I haven't played that game.
is that
Yeah.
out though?
It is out. Like I think a
A
few
lot of
months
games
ago.
on PlayStation Booth that were released already.
Yeah. But it's really funny because out of all the guys who were playing the demo, we're the only ones who actually select the classic teams.
Oh, really?
So it shows our age a bit.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
So we
Age
went
damage.
So we went on and
That's not how age damage
Yeah,
works.
it is. just a disease?
No, but like it's damaging your psyche. It's like I'm so old.
Really?
But maybe like this is my hero.
This is my Chicago
team.
Bulls.
Oh no.
Ron
yeah.
Harper.
So basically, we went on and played a game between the New York Knicks of '96 and San Antonio Spurs. So basically,
Of 97.
this is the New York Knicks with two Monstars in the team:
Monstars.
Patrick Ewing and Larry Johnson.
Oh shit.
I'm kind of
One
disappointed.
of those is familiar to me at the
Yeah.
very least.
And
I
then
wanted actual Monstars.
No, they stole the powers from
Yeah.
these basketball players.
come on,
Dude,
shit.
fuck, dude.
shit!
You didn't watch.
They had to touch the ball to get their talent back.
Yeah, I remember now, but I wanted the actual Monstars.
oh no! But
One of the
It's
anyway,
basically them.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
look similar, except for the
San
fact
Antonio
Except that they're
Spurs.
Monstars.
I think '96 San Antonio Spurs has, I think David Robinson still there,
Right.
and Tim Duncan's in his rookie year.
Ooh.
So that was
Damn,
a really
we
good
old.
year. Yeah, we old now.
Oh.
So we played the
That's some
game.
age damage.
The thing
The age status just got
The thing
inflated
about-
on
Raffy knows how to use
the
it.
thing about the NBA
Age
2K18 demo is that they allow you to play the whole game, a whole game.
Dude, what?
What?
Because
That's long.
no,
How long
it's
are
okay
those?
because one quarter is equivalent to like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's
It's fine.
then.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
How
But the
long
thing
is
is,
fucking full
we went on full
quarter?
distance and had 2 overtimes when we were playing.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
means you guys were trying hard.
Yeah.
Or you colluded.
No. Like
We gotta
the
keep
New
this
York,
demo
like,
going.
like the New York Knicks was in full blast during the first and second quarters, and then I just went on because I was controlling the Spurs.
All right.
So I tried on and kind of basta nahablo ko yung score eh. And then it went to the fourth
Anime
quarter.
comeback.
Yeah, anime comeback. There's this one bit that was unforgettable during the whole demo is that my friend picked on Patrick Ewing, went on and posterized Tim Duncan with a dunk. He went on a dunk, he got a foul in the and one. Tim Duncan was kind of alarmed, like, what's happening? Something like that. But then, while that was happening, Patrick Ewing was celebrating in the background, like going, "Oh yeah!" But the thing is, his right arm clipped into Tim Duncan's back.
Oh God.
So yun nangyari, parang binatukan niya si Tim Duncan while celebrating.
Oh no.
So Tim was like that, and then
Oh, so his head moved.
yeah, his
Don't
head
reach
moved,
young
and then
blood.
So there's
there's collision.
yeah, there's
Oh,
collision.
that's
So
funny.
it's really, I
That's-
really wish
When
I
you program the
actually-
collision like that, it
That's-
makes the best bugs.
That's a funny.
I really wish I
FIFA has
actually
problems like
had
that.
it
Dude, yeah,
on
I've seen
video
those.
because it's really
Dude, that's
jank and really funny.
stupid. And that game is out.
Yeah, that game's out.
Game is out.
I mean, in the real world, your fist doesn't go through someone.
Yeah.
So
It would
it would
collide.
hit them, right?
Yeah,
would
I miss
collision.
Not
games like
yours.
that.
Mine.
I think one of the most
Sometimes.
memorable games that allowed that kind of jankiness, but at the same time produced marvelous results was Skate 3.
Oh, dude.
Ooh,
Skate is
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Ragdoll is the best in that game.
Also FIFA for some reason. Like
FIFA has the
EA
biggest
Sports FIFA games were just janky in the physics department. But
But
yeah.
that's kind of excusable with how big the games are and how
yeah.
many players are on screen.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they still need to have hyper-realistic faces.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that.
Anyway, that's my NBA story.
It was a good story.
I
like
my
that
sports
ending.
story.
That's when Yo Video Games happens.
Yeah.
Just jank. When my stand power's at work. Breaking video games.
Oh man.
Okay, just one quick little bit about Mayari. I just gotta talk about Mayari.
Yeah, I saw your interview with that.
Cool.
Mhm.
It's really
Totally.
It's,
Mayari, your junk?
No.
Mayari.
Oh,
Mayari.
Mayari.
It's one
Ah,
word.
okay.
Yeah. It's this awesome, beautiful, narrative-driven puzzle adventure game from the people at Ingenuity Games.
Was this the game right beside Shots Fired?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh.
It's
Near the hot
really
dog
beautiful.
stand.
Yes.
Ooh.
Where I took the gift of you.
Yeah. yeah. No, because like after I ate the hot dog, you were like, "Yo, I gotta check this game out. Buy a meal."
It is really good.
Yeah.
It is really beautiful. Like the
So-
art is amazing.
What kind of game is it?
It's like it's a narrative-driven puzzle adventure game.
Oh, puzzle adventure game.
It's more of like I don't want to use the term walking simulators. It's more of like a platformer.
Plot
Okay.
farmer.
That's fair enough,
Platformer.
yeah.
It's
Oh
like-
shit! I thought you I thought you just coined the new term, and I was excited.
Plot farming plots.
Yeah, plot farmer. Where you go around the map farming for plot. That's really good, Raffy.
I was thinking that that's a nicer way of saying walking sim.
Yeah,
or
that was what I did.
art game,
dude.
But it's not mine.
No,
It's not mine. I'm still in this.
Raffy. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still in this. I didn't come up with it.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I was so excited. I thought you formed the new, coined the new farm. Ah, fuck.
I swear I've heard
We
that
know
term
what
before
you mean.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to use that instead because like walking. Anyway, it's really beautiful. Art's really great. Colors really great. Animation.
Yeah, there was a big screen at that indie arena, right, with the couches, and that was one of the trails that kept playing, and that's where the characters are just made of, like, all the art is basically drawn in shapes, but they like the face is just a big square with a flesh stone on it.
Yes.
There's no facial features, but
no facial features. Yes.
it looks really nice. Like the lighting is also really good, despite it being 2D.
Yeah, and also like it incorporates a lot of Southeast Asian visuals.
Very.
Like a lot of it's very heavily inspired by our culture.
Pre-Spaniard.
Cool.
But not just the Philippines. Like it takes a lot of different things from different parts in Southeast Asia. Like there's a huge moon goddess statue that's similar to the giant Buddha.
Okay.
There are large planes that resemble other different parts. But what's interesting is they're very proud of the fact that there's nothing written in this game.
Right.
You don't have
there's no dialogue.
text. There's no dialogue. It's all just reliant on the art and the music.
The perfect localization.
Yeah,
Exactly. No need to hire a localization team.
Right.
Menus.
Because everything you need to understand it is in there.
What about menus?
They're none.
Start button.
No, just the
options.
It's just divided into
Like
6 chapters of the story, but basically that's it. Like all, I guess the
Context
settings,
sensitive
like the
buttons.
sound, the mute,
Yeah,
but you
that's
don't
it.
have to go through anything else. Like,
Cool.
it's just a pure story that you take into, and you have to like infer the story from just the visuals,
Right.
and it's
Cool.
really interesting. I've downloaded it since ESGS.
Oh yeah, it's out.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
out. It's just for 49 pesos. It's so cheap.
Oh dude, that's so cheap.
Really?
It's so cheap and it's real good.
I can sell trading cards to get that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll
Yeah.
buy that. I'll buy
It's
that.
really good.
filth.
In Steam? Is it in
On
Steam?
On Steam.
Ah,
No.
okay.
No.
App Store.
Oh, not on
Google
Steam?
Play. Google Play.
Oh,
Google Play App Store.
I
Ah,
can't sell
again.
trading cards for that.
You can't.
Yes, just when.
Wait, Google Play?
Yeah.
I have an iPhone. Fuck!
It's on iOS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's no
49
boobies in
pesos.
this, so
It's
it's
really
fine.
good. It's really worth it. Especially if you have your headphones in and you're just. I was planning on doing a let's play like there and then, like on the spot let's play, trying to do it. But when I set up my camera, like I was just speechless. Like I couldn't make the funny out of it. Like
Because you're like, oh, it's so nice.
yeah, they give you. They
How
give
would I
you
ever
the,
funny?
Yeah, they give you the awesome headphones that are a really great sound, and the sound design perfectly matches the beautiful art. And I was just taken in. Like
You
I
forgot
can't
you were
make
doing
fun
all
of
that
this.
stuff.
I want to see where
Well,
this
you
comes.
can't because the developer's also right there.
That's
I don't
true,
wanna
but you can make it
offend
still
people.
entertaining.
I guess.
Like,
Never
I just
stop.
wanted
Don't
to-
worry, we'll do it.
That's what we're
You have
here.
failed us. We'll do it.
We'll do. We'll
Yeah.
make the funny.
We'll make fun of it.
And I think that's one thing that I regret doing in ESGS this year is that I didn't get to play that much indie games.
Actually, like
I
there's
didn't
so
get
much
the
going on.
sausage, man.
You didn't?
I didn't get the sausage.
I thought you got
No.
the sausage.
From the hero.
It did.
Oh.
From Academia.
Oh.
So this thing in Twitter happened. What's that guy's
Ah.
name again? This
Yeah.
guy's name again?
Ryan Sumo.
Ryan
Sumo, the
Sumo
artist for
tweeted
Prison
us.
Architect?
For Prison Architect,
Yeah,
yes.
he tweeted us that he invited us to basically try out Academia, his new game, and he just said that follow the
Scent
smell
of
of
sausage.
sausages, and I just said in Twitter jokingly that I can't turn
I
down a
Turn
good
down a
sausage.
Sexual innuendo
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
And he was
then
like, I couldn't get it. What?
it's like he said, no, we're not.
We're not giving away sausages. And then I jump in saying, did someone say sausage?
Oh, he must have been so confused.
So that's what that was.
Yeah, that's what that
Someone
was.
should have tweeted them. Immature jokes incoming.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was the game by Squeaky Wheel.
Yeah.
Yes, Squeaky Wheel Studios, the same people from the Political Animals.
Political.
Yeah, and-
So it's their second game.
Yes.
Nice.
And yeah, it's Prison Architect, but with high school.
Yes.
Yeah, I would definitely try that.
So same thing.
I mean, it's
Right,
it's on sale on Steam, diba? Or
For early access.
For early access,
And
right.
it was 40% off if you bought it there on the show floor. They give you a code.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
It's $300. I think it's
Wow.
normally 500.
Not bad.
not bad at all.
So like, I asked Marnell Estrada, who's one of the devs working on this, so like,
oh, okay.
are you gonna make this a new genre? Where it's basically Prison Architect but for different forms of business.
That's
Right.
That actually sounds good.
Oh,
Because like in Prison
Like
Architect,
fast food simulator.
dude, racing
I'd-
management simulator
Dude,
with the
I-
pit crew.
With the pit crew.
mahirap naman yun.
I'd be
But
so
like,
game.
what about like corporate business simulator, right?
HRs.
Like, oh, this
Game
guy's
dev.
getting
Game dev
depressed, we give
simulator.
him a raise.
banking
or-
simulator?
Oh no, that
Dude.
kid's closer to home. Oh no.
right in the fields.
Raking the field.
Taking career damage.
Oh no.
But that nobody's walking around; they're just on their
Yeah.
computers until they go home.
yeah.
I want a convenience store simulator.
Dude,
I'd be game for that.
simulator.
Oh no, I want a cabaret.
God.
I want a cabaret
MRT.
club simulator.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
my
like,
jam.
Like, fucking imagine sim games, but from a top-down perspective, and you're
Yeah.
controlling like
Yeah.
other things, not just the Sims themselves.
Actually, kind of like the Cabaret Club.
Yeah,
from
and
Yakuza.
the real estate.
Oh,
but,
okay.
like less direct
Simulator.
because you're controlling the
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
and not the people in it.
Uh-huh. Oh
So
man.
that would be nice.
I think that's like one of the mobile games I enjoyed in the Google Play Store and the iOS store is the one with Kairosoft.
Carousel.
So basically, they develop game dev story. What's that? Basta yung mga story
Yeah.
Sims. They're like quirky pixel art games about simulation. It's really good.
Oh man.
Anyways, ESGS.
That was ESGS.
Dude, ESGS was so big this year. Like
Yeah.
we thought we
Crazy,
could at
dude.
least tackle it with 3 days.
We can.
But no, man.
It's never enough.
Oh.
dude.
But usually, at least for the past few years, what Too Much Gaming would do is we tackle the indies for the most part.
Yeah.
But since the presence of big AAA publishers are getting bigger,
Bigger,
yeah.
bigger and bigger
Yeah.
now,
And it's
like-
hard to pass up those demos.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's games we want to play, and we know that it's going to be quality because it's a
It's
big
a AAA
project.
Uh-huh.
So this year we were like, we spent most of the weekend just trying to play the PlayStation booth games.
Oh no.
Just in line.
The lines are so long.
Yeah, the lines were really long.
Yeah.
Oh man. Plus,
I
like,
really feel bad about those indie guys.
Dude, you're
they
right.
were all in the
Yeah.
up, like in the corner.
But like
They
even
need a
their
better area,
dude,
to be
their
honest.
booth was still busy because they were all talking amongst themselves.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
yeah.
It was.
I mean, like the area isn't that bad. It's just there's too many big games
And
at the
they
front
were
of the.
kind of
Compared to
moved to
every-
the side.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
unusual.
Compared to everything else at the show, there was a fucking DJ.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
Synergy
Fucking
88.
huge
Synergy
PlayStation.
88.
Yeah,
They got
had
booth
like a
babes running on
tower.
t-shirts.
Dude,
Yeah.
Synergy 88 had a DJ watchtower.
They
Dude.
fucking
Yeah.
brought it.
And they were like throwing t-shirts at people.
Yeah, I
No,
almost
for
died there.
donuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, when we were crossing.
You had the
Oh,
power
man.
of walking straight with the baldness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To have the defense.
You
I was
got
like,
the
I'm
Raffy
gonna die
muscle.
with this wave of people. The shirts are coming in my direction.
Oh God.
Jesus.
I forgot who told me this story, but they were standing in front of the t-shirt watchtower DJ.
And then they were spinning
and they were throwing t-shirts and he was just watching.
Yeah.
And someone in front of him jumped up to grab a t-shirt
Oh,
and
shit.
landed on his foot. And he's just like,
Ooh.
ah!
Oh no.
I forgot who told me this story.
Snap.
He just kept watching after that.
Yeah, I think it was Martin.
Wait, how else did he land?
Not on someone's foot?
On someone. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
he
landed on the
his
dude's-
own foot.
No.
How did you? How would you land on your own?
Self-damage.
Oh man.
Is
That's
that
rough.
a Kel Mitchell reference
Oh
joke?
my god.
So yeah, like
Someone else.
ESGS was hard.
Super crazy because upstairs there were some like developer talks too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they flew
Oh, I
in.
didn't even get to check that.
Because they were content creators.
Commentary.
Like the most I heard was, oh, there was an animator from this, there was an artist from that. But then like,
Yeah. Didn't that happen like during Wednesday and Thursday? Like not during ESG.
I wasn't at the press release or at the press
con.
event.
Yeah, because I
Wednesday.
remember there's
Wednesday.
this seminar that happened before ESGS, which has some sort of like a 3,000 ticket
Really?
Yeah,
I have no idea about this.
But for students, I mean for dev students.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm not sure if that's the same talk that they're given.
Yeah. That came in the press release.
Yeah.
For the more academic side of game development.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the schools were all present there as well. APCC, Academy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they were all
Benil,
like
LaSalle.
near the indie corner.
Yeah.
They had their own school corner.
Yeah, the one with the
Robots.
Bacchus booth.
Yeah, like
the
the awkward Bacchus table with their
I didn't know what's up
no.
with that table. Like before, we were just trying to check it out. There's this Bacchus cans lined up, and then during day 3, I
started
kind
seeing
of take a
people
peek.
stack.
People
Yeah.
stack.
People were stacking
with
the
epic
battles.
music playing.
Yeah, it's like hyping it
But
up.
as far as awkward booths at ESGS is concerned,
Oof, hot
there's
takes.
this one, the most awkward booth.
We're calling you out, son.
No, have you? Did you see it?
No.
It was this booth in the middle of everything, all of the gaming booths.
What?
It was just a Citibank booth.
No, I didn't
Was it the
see
one
this
beside
before.
PLDT?
What?
No, it just said Citibank, and it was just a single table and a single dude sitting there, looking really confused.
Oh
He looked like he had no idea why he was there.
Is this near the Predator booth?
Or was it
Possibly.
I'm not
behind?
sure, but like it was with a whole bunch of gaming booths, and it just said Citibank in
Was it
small
behind
letters.
like the Globe booth beside the PLDT photo wall?
I know it's on the left side of the hall.
Near Brawlfest.
Near
Kinda,
Brawlfest,
yeah,
yes.
because I remember someone
That mess of booths.
trying to approach people, the typical credit card approach of, hey, you want free
Yeah,
popcorn?
they're probably like
or
a sponsor.
something.
and
No, but
then
like,
they needed a presence there. and
Yeah.
that was probably it.
But the booth was just a table and a
They
dude.
probably had no idea what the fuck ESGS
Yeah,
was.
and like
Nor did they
Yeah.
care.
I felt so sorry for the guy manning the booth because he looked so confused.
Did you offer him a hot dog?
It looked like he was told to be there and was not told anything
no
else.
context.
Yeah, it's like,
Aw.
what am I gaming? Huh?
Video games? yeah.
Summit yun, summit.
Business yun, di ba?
But yeah, shoutouts to the City guy. City booth.
Citibank?
Citibank.
You're the
Yeah.
true
Citibank
hero of
guy.
ESG.
True hero.
Nice work, fam.
Yeah. Also under the
Sponsor us, please.
Citibank.
The Citibank, man.
When I think gaming, I think Citibank.
And Dole. Don't forget Dole.
Also, another thing that I regret
The
not
goodest trade
spending
for
time
credit
that
card.
much is the other event that was happening beside ESGS, which
Oh,
is the ASUS
ROG.
Yeah, ROG
tournament.
Masters.
RG Masters.
Yeah, because there's this
That
activity
game
booth that gives you like
Oh, dude.
a big bag of freebies.
Oh.
That line, though, is always long.
Yes,
I
really
saw
long.
so many freebies carried by so many people, and I was like, where is this coming from?
This is from the ROG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's weird.
people were saying, like, why was this happening alongside ESGS?
Mhm.
Right.
Because at certain parts, that area was just barren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the booth with the line, that was always full.
I think at the very last day, that's when the
It was
crowd
pretty
was
packed.
actually
Yeah.
there.
No, because it was happening since, I think, Wednesday.
Really?
They were there
Yeah.
for
Huh.
a long time.
Oh, I
so-
had no idea.
I think it's better because if you guys remember last year, like is it also the ROG area where there's this like Overwatch tournaments and LoL tournaments and Dota tournaments that's happening in this one hall, along with Brawl Fest. Or is it
I don't think it was
APCC?
wrong.
Or anyway, like it's really confusing to follow. So at least they kind of separate some of the esports.
This was its very own event, and I
Yeah.
think the only reason why it happened alongside the weekend, and it was announced like pretty late, was because that was the only date that they could.
That's why.
Right.
I see.
Because otherwise, I think Jobert Yu, the guy behind ESGS, would have put it in
Yeah.
ESGS.
I guess.
Totally. I mean, like, you would just take down that wall and it'll be like one
Right.
huge
Yeah, it's
But-
just, it's
but
just a
because-
divider anyway.
But because it was happening before the ESGS weekend,
Yeah, it wouldn't have made
Yeah.
sense.
right?
Uh-huh.
Like the setup would have been a nightmare.
I mean, even though like the event itself is pretty good, like
Actually, yeah, like once
The
the,
ROG
tournaments were
the
actually
ROG
happening,
event.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
packed.
it's really
It was
good.
just barren when there was nothing happening on screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
during like
Breaks
Friday,
and
not too much going on. But once Sunday hit, once the weekend
Oh
hit,
yeah,
there
it's
were lots
really-
of
it's
people
packing
there.
there. Yeah.
Huh?
And at least it's still like related to gaming in some sense.
Totally.
Like, not like last year when it's the complete inverse. Like remember ESGS was happening below.
And
And
then
then there's
the
this bodybuilding event.
Bodybuilding event.
Yeah,
much
the
gaining.
The
bodybuilding.
complete opposite.
Well, that's fine because they're different areas that can be rented.
Too
out.
much gaining.
Right.
Yeah.
Too much gaining.
Raffy,
And-
featuring Raffy Muscle.
Raffy Muscle, man.
What was our extra alright about that ROG Masters was it's free admission to go in.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
that was
It
the
is.
other
Just
bad.
go in.
Dude, you could just walk in.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
We walked in.
There was this big
We
sign
did.
that said, and even the bouncers were like, "Sir, pasok po kayo."
Yeah, it's like
Like
They wanted people
The
in.
friendliest.
it's like a
bouncer.
He's like-
180 compared to last year's bouncers. Like
Na bawal dito.
he's like an anti-bouncer.
yeah,
It was still
The
scary because
friendliest
we're like
bouncer
bigger.
from Canada.
Over here, eh?
Hello.
Over here.
I'm
Sorry,
so
eh?
sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, eh? French.
I don't want you out. I want you in.
Out.
Oh no.
Anyway,
So that wraps up ESGS, yeah?
Right. Big gaming event every year.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Let's wrap up, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe next week we can talk about other stuff like Thor.
Or while we eat dinner.
Or while we eat dinner.
Sounds like a good idea.
We could.
you sound like old men because
Oh,
It's about that time again.
Oh,
I need to take my meds.
What do you say, Sonny?
what time is it?
it's,
time for the age?
it's quarter to 10.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Getting pretty late, guys.
Anyways, where can we find you, Raffy, of Geekend Gladiators?
What do I have to do?
Yeah,
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
Geekend
on.
Gladiators, Google it, motherfucker.
Put the links in the description.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I did it last time. Just listen to the old
Thank you.
episode.
Yeah, that was a really good episode. Do that, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please. Thank you so much for joining us again, Raffy.
Hey, yeah. Happy to be here.
Man, good trades.
Good
trades.
trades.
See you next
Good trades.
week. Next week.
Next
time.
Next time.
See you next time.
Next
We don't
time.
have to talk about weeks and times.
That's right. Only good friends here and good times.
Good trades, everyone. Episode 3.
I won though. Mode of silence, so noise removal.
Yep.